Let's see here. All right, yep, mic is on. What's up, guys? Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, or good morning. Good afternoon, React. Good afternoon, Maddie. Good afternoon, E. Michael. Andrew, good to see you. Daffy, good to see you. King Carnage, great to see you. And AR3, what's up? Does the AR and AR3 stand for Arkansas? Or are you from somewhere else? Watch, it's like someone I talk to every day and I don't even know it. Alright, well, as you guys can see though, today... Why is my chart all weird? Sometimes if you ever notice when you're on TOS at least, and you're like stuck on a tool, for some reason when I'm on price level, it'll go to like pan, and it won't do anything until I click the chart. Even though I'm using the pan tool, it'll still show a price level popping up. It's so weird. But then you just click it, you switch back to it, it's all fine again, but it's still a little weird. Alfred Roberts from Texas. Yo, Texas. That's where I like to hear. We raise them good here. Alright, I'm kidding. Let's move up now. So, today, I guess I like to keep everything shown. Today, the main focus, if you were watching any of the SPY levels today, was pretty much just watching over previous day high. And that happened pretty quickly, actually. So, let's zoom on over here. So, hold up before I continue. So what you're looking at here is the old all-time high of the supply. I mean, supply of the old all-time high. I don't know why I said that, like, inverted. And then these other zones, I mean, you don't have to look at them now, but they were just lows that were never unestablished, right? This was kind of that range that we had watching, and then we kind of popped out of it. And then since then, I've just kind of kept these zones here. I haven't really moved anything, all from the smaller time frame. I'm just showing you where they're from. And it's just kind of cool to see them utilized correctly, right? Seeing the hold, seeing the retake, and if you go to this day on the smaller time frames, you'll see a hold, you'll see a clean hold, so you'll have an understanding. And also in the watch list, if you've been paying attention to the 2-a-day reviews, which please give me a show of hands who has, because there was only like 15 people who clicked on yesterday's review. But I really hope you guys are taking that serious, because that alone would have told you that we are bullish today, right? The only thing that could have made us bearish is if we dropped under 570. Look how much room you have even in pre-market above 570. This was established yesterday, right? We talked about this all day in live stream, so I really hope some of you are paying attention today, because it would have paid. So good job to you if you were. And then the two-a-day picks were Amazon. I had to choose Amazon again because of the inside bar on the daily. We went over this together in the stream as well, but I put this in my new 2-a-day for today. Sorry, a lot of 2-a-days, but did really well on that. And then if you switch to the right chart that has everything on it, whoops, wrong chart. Great example, right? 5-day, 5-minute. We have a lot cleaner view of what's going on here. So the big hold of 182 was talked about in the review. The retake of previous day close was also talked about in the review. Just in case we had a scenario just like today where we started off higher as I expected, dropped down, and then held a higher low. This higher low at the right level is what should have kept you, okay, Amazon's bullish. I just need to see a crack of this supply, because we are clearly struggling here. You saw it in pre-market, you saw it at the beginning of today. But a good retake of it though here at 183.80. So even if you didn't get a good move today on it, which you did, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, there was no profitable move here. There was definitely profitable moves here. The only thing that I'm gonna discount though is that it's okay if you didn't take this, just because it is the first break of an inside bar, which I'm not a huge fan of those either. But when it comes to taking day trades on those, you got to have a lot more confidence in them, because inside bars are a lot of fun to trade. They have a lot of movement. There's a lot of probability that they're going to get movement. And if it doesn't, then guess what? That probability just keeps increasing. So it's like, I don't know, eventually you end up getting a pretty decent opportunity in front of you. But nice higher lows though, showing that buyers are definitely in control of this chart as we expected above certain levels. The inside bar levels. And then the other one I believe was it AMD? It was AMD. So this one I really liked a lot because of course, where it's sitting on the bigger time frames, which, please tell me I have a chart that has nothing but just that. Okay, it doesn't, so we're just gonna do it ourselves. Oh wait, this is it. I just added a lot more, sorry. Alright, so if you zoom in, you can see the main focus here. I'm gonna delete all this crap. I don't care about this. This is not what I'm focused on right now. I'll add it back after. But basically the big focus was this gap down to here, and then all I did was throw a fib from here to here, and it gives me this as a fib range. So if we're gonna go up and we're gonna break into this, which again is kind of what got us to look at this, was us pushing into this area, these 2 days here. This is what put this on our watch list. So just seeing it react to this is pretty nice, but we haven't really lost anything either. We're actually holding the bottom of the gap right now as I speak, so that's pretty interesting. Get all that crap back. All right, there we go. 2 day 5 minute, and then I think it was this chart that I was using. Oh, it was that one. Okay. Didn't remove that supply, just didn't see why. Just because this stays high, I wouldn't hit this one, so I was like, whatever, I'll leave it. But this is actually what ended up being my big, like, sign of, like, alright, who has control? You know, if we can get a pop above pre-market high here, or, I mean, in this case, it's pre-market high and the top of the gap fib, if that makes sense, the gap fib. If we would have got a hold over that, that'd have been bullish, right? I mean, just pretty simple. But we didn't, and I don't blame you if you did not catch this trade. The only opportunity I really see here is if you would have caught it under that supply that I did not delete. So unless you were looking for this, you were not catching this trade, because I don't see how you would have caught this in the first 5 minutes of today. But again, just showing you the impact of the levels and the plans that I'm going for based on just basic stuff. I'm not going for complex plans. If you read them yourself or see the reviews yourself, you'll see there's really nothing complex about it. I'm just breaking down where to trade, where are buyers, where are sellers. And if you don't get them, guess what? No trading opportunity. That's totally fine. Alright, the rambling and ranting is over, but I had to get over that review because, of course, these are things I post every single day. And I kind of leave it out there for you guys to see what you can do with it. But really awesome review, though. I really like how some of these charts have reacted. Also, if you took Ulta with us end of day yesterday, you were up. I think this is 30% here. I haven't looked in a minute. 1 second. Yeah, 32, 33%. If you took this swing with us end of day yesterday, you can do whatever you want with it now. The main goal was hitting 361.75, but I ended up marking another area. If you take a fib from the bigger time frame level up to the next one, you get this fib here. So if I just remove this, so this would be the bigger target area if you really want to have something else to go for, if you're someone who took that swing with us end of day yesterday. Also, shout out to anybody who was with Daffy on Apple. He even called out to hold the play after the drop. So we entered here, dropped, saw that it was possibly liquidation, averaged down, held, and then into today, this position ends up hitting, some of us sold for 40, 50, 60. I just sold for 80%. So a lot of movement on this chart. Shout out to Daffy, and I think it was Andrew who's also in that trade with us. So good job, Andrew. Which I think it was kind of cool seeing you say that shit too, Andrew, because it kind of kept me in the trade. I was like, you know what, they're right. Fuck it, let's just hold. Which was pretty stupid after that candle, but I did like the idea we were going for. So situationally, I think it was alright, but normally I think I would have told us to not do that. But it's whatever. Yeah, respect to the goat, Daffy. You're trying to go to Texas. Who wants to marry me and give me their US passport? I got you, dog. I'll take one for the team. If that's how we gotta get people in here. I don't really know what else I'm looking for, honestly. EMPH I posted as just a future idea, but I like that there's higher lows popping and holding here above 100, 102, which I hate this stock, but it is holding pretty good higher lows, so I can't deny it. I can't be biased. Coin. Honestly, this is still 50-50 for me. Based on trend, based on order of operations, this is bullish. But this is not bullish. This is not looking good at all, actually. I was just about to say, this has to be rejecting the 50% to some extent, and it's doing it perfectly. So this is still 50-50. I say 50-50 because it's holding this area technically. But it looks like we're just looking for a drop out of 160, but this could be the lower high retest for coin to go back down. If not, could leave a stop at, I wouldn't do it that high, probably 170. Because after that, it's clear that buyers want to take over and move towards 175, 176 again, maybe even 180s and higher. But for now, it looks like bears are in control of this chart until 170 is retaken by buyers, which I like this one a lot. Looks like even on the intraday time frame, they're establishing that kind of lead test look. So that one's not bad. Amazon, let's go. This is what I wanted to see. I'm actually here for it too. This is awesome. I keep capitalizing when I go to type 2. This was one of the 2 a day. And Daffy is still killing it. I forgot he was in Palantir as well. Jesus. 260% on Palantir. He just sold Apple 139%. He said, I will be busy, so I will see you all later. It's crazy how much Daffy has done since joining this group. It's funny too, because he wasn't even in this group initially. Him and D-Touch were in a different group. And then D-Touch, I think, ended up joining in here naturally just over time. And ended up earning moderator out of all things, which and all while me not knowing he even was in that chat. And then he invites Daffy too, and it's like, Jesus. And normally, you know, when your friend invites a friend, normally they're just pretty quiet, they lurk. But Daffy was pretty outspoken from the get-go. Pretty active. And I think that's really what made me kind of shift how I talk to some of the people in chat. Because I used to be this, like, really... I mean, I still am, kind of, but... I'll, like, butter up to people, like, soften up to people. Like, oh, you know, your trade was great still, you know, but let's try this, you know. Try not to, like... Because I hate when people criticize my trade, so I can only imagine what it hears coming from me, right? So I try to butter it to where it's not me attacking you, right? And that's how people should talk to people, honestly. But Daffy, though, he has a really good way of doing it. It's like, in your face, look, we're either doing this or you're not. You know, it's pretty absolute, so. Yeah, shout out to Daffy. And I really hope you guys aren't, like, getting lazy. I'm not trying to attack anybody here, but I hope you guys aren't getting lazy and not checking the chat, because there's, with me or without me, I've always explained there's going to be plays, and there has been. So good job to anybody who's been paying attention and kind of following along. I hope you guys enjoy any of the new series that's been coming out, Trading with Confidence, as well as the 2-a-days. Alright, enough yapping though. Time to just look at the charts. I just want to make sure everybody's using their tools to the fullest extent, because I always look into chat and I see somebody be like, bro, I'm missing plays left and right. And I just don't understand how, when Daffy's very open about it, D-Touch is very open about it. Some of the guys that aren't even moderator in chat are very open about their trades, or what they're wanting to see or do, even if it isn't involving their exact trade. So it's not like you're ever left in the blind. Left in the dark. I don't know why I said blind. 185.19. I'm so happy to see that on Amazon. Coin still dropping. Wow, Moderna does have buyers. This thing I thought was just going to keep falling to 54. It honestly still might. Candles just get smaller and smaller and smaller. You know, another weird thing too is that the dollar is also up a pretty hefty amount. I wouldn't say it's up a crazy amount, but it's up enough. And we also talked about this last stream, but if we end up holding this and going up, there's a good chance you see some confusion in the market. I'm not saying that makes SPY go down, because clearly that has not happened, as we are making a new all-time high. But it does add to the confusion. It adds to the confusion that CPI and PPI are this week. The dollar is up. SPY is up. I haven't even bothered looking at oil. I'm sure it's halfway down by now. But I don't know. This is exciting. Election year, a lot of movement ahead of us, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it's gonna be good. How's the volume of the music, by the way, and is it even decent? Feel free to criticize the music choice. It isn't even... What would we do without him? Yeah, exactly. New job and it's going to be rough. Why is it going to be rough, Tobias? What's up, Dr. J? How you doing? What's up, Prop Street? Sorry if I didn't say hi to anybody. I was kind of talking my ass off. What's up, E? What's up, Dividend Bull? Garden Trader, good to see you. Sorry again if I didn't say hi to somebody. It's good? Okay, good. I didn't want to give y'all some boring ass lo-fi again today. I thought I'd switch it up. What's up, Andrew? You got any open positions right now on anything? I didn't look. I'll look in a minute. But did you TP on did you TP on Apple or what's up with that? Great rebound day. Just gotta stick to the plan to stack the day, dude. Let's go, Carter. Currently in Square and Chewy. Ooh. Cool too, because I like to see a lot of you guys winning on your own plays. And what I mean by that is not just like, not like you see someone post it and then you're taking it. No. Like it's okay if someone still posted what you traded, but I really like it when someone else that trades it gets involved. Like, oh, this is what I see, or this is what I think, or you know, just literally anything adds on to it. But I think it's also cool because it keeps that other person, it keeps them kind of involved in the trade a little more closely. The Apple one. All I have left is the swing from last week. You're still in the Apple play? Damn, even Daffy's are fucking crazy. High key, I sold a little early, but I didn't care because it was over 80%. I was like, fuck this. I don't even want to watch it anymore. Excuse my language. Peace of mind. Good shit though, dude. My business is popping since I accepted the job. Oh yeah, you do have some pretty crazy days ahead then. In a good way though. Kick ass, Tobias. You can always jump into stream whenever you want. I'm gonna try to keep this a normal stream time, I think. Or do y'all prefer earlier in the morning? I kind of like this a little bit more because I can cover more things that are happening in the day, more reviewing, help people out with their trades a little bit more, as well as just cover what's gonna happen tomorrow or what we can expect. Kind of gives you that like rollover into the next day. Damn, you're gonna keep it still even if it is above that. Nice. Okay. I mean, I'm not judging you. I just think you have balls of steel. But good stuff. I'm glad you and Daffy got to break that down a lot together. It's really fun. I would say some of the most fun people to trade with in that chat, like bouncing charts off of with, I would say, is like Username, Leland, D-Touch, Daffy, Jacko, Peoples, if you see him around, Carter, Eric. I can't keep naming people. There's so many people. It's just not fair. It's not fair to the people I'm not saying. Because there are a lot of people who are really good about that. You can tell they're very passionate about what they're looking at or how they look at things. So it's good. I think you have to, honestly, in my opinion, you have to be a little bit passionate about this shit to be somewhat successful. Because if you don't care, I feel like about that in anything in life. If you don't care about doing it, why would you want to do good at it? Why would you care about good results? Even in something like this, where you're literally risking money. I wish the Ultra play I had was a next week contract. I took AVGO this morning, long, bounced off of the 8 EMA on the daily, took it at yesterday's mid. Dude, I love how like clean this is. I feel like I already pictured your trade. What the hell is going on my chart? Oh, okay. Hold up. This makes sense now. We were doing the trend line drawing. This just happened to be the victim. Hold up. Instead of deleting the chart, let's just delete the, like, BS that's in between. Whoa. If you guys ever need to delete something quick, switch to the pan tool and then hold your other hand over the delete button on your keyboard. Oh my god. Click again. There we go. Oh god. I was honestly like, damn, did I really draw trend lines? Like, no way. And then I realized what it was. It's pretty rare to see me draw a trend line. Like, I draw trend lines to show people direction. I don't draw, like, ascending or descending triangles, because, I don't know. Honestly, if you trade off that stuff, you're probably a lost cause. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that looks normal now. Well, I'm just going to leave this, because this was old all-time high. As of right now, we, of course, know that it's not, but I just want to leave it just for review's sake. Let's see here, though. And then you said 8 EMA, which I totally am cool with. I hate when people are like, is it okay to use the 9 or the 8? It's like, bro, that's one number. Like, you realize that's just the last 8 data points divided, right? That's not a lot. So it's okay. A lot of the time, your 8 and 9 are going to be very, very close, so it's okay if you use one or the other. Same with the 20 and the 21. I see people argue about that a lot too. The 50, the 55. It's like, oh, it's the 9? Oh, my bad. I mean, I use the 9, but I think we've used the 8 before. It's just, I've always told people, I don't care which one you use. Both are very impactful. I mean, I'll turn it back to the 9. You typed 8, though. That's why I was doing that. Well, let's see, though. I just want to see, because I like this. This is very basic, because at first he's like, all right, it's just bouncing off the EMA. All right, bet. So now he has a reason to be looking at it. 1. Then he said, let me look back up. Took it at yesterday's midpoint, got out at previous day close. Alright, so we're going to go from yesterday's low to yesterday's high. What the hell is going on with my chart? Let me redraw that. That drew a little weird for me. And then honestly, for example's sake, let's mark the 50%. You know what? Just leave it. And then 5 minute. I don't know what time frame you were on, but I'm going to just look at the 5 minute. Alright, so yesterday's midpoint. You're actually a little ballsy for doing this. I mean, it's theory-based, it makes sense. But, I mean, because of, like, the price action that you have here. I mean, it's an obvious base here. Oh, my God, I cannot draw because all the things in the way. I'm just going to draw a rectangle here. Move that over. Alright, bet. So, not only did it bounce off the 50%, but you kind of did have to watch this base. It wasn't really just watch the midpoint. It was also, okay, of this ranging, which is good because it's bullish. You have this long move here that goes up, and then they range. They're just resting. They're getting their Gatorade break in, and then they go up a little bit more. Okay, so nothing big there. And what this does, this second half of the day, I'm just going to break this down. What this part of the day does is it allows there to be room for a retest the following day, right? So even if your day does start out as ugly as this, it can still have a chance to end up like this. So it's okay that if the first, 15 minutes are complete shit, it just depends where are they going, right? Now, if you had the exact same thing happen here, but under this level, right? And then they pushed away from it, and we actually did exit the golden pocket again of that previous state, there's a good chance we're having the same amount of movement, but to this direction. So it really did come down to who had control of this 50% and the bulk of this ranging right here. So delete all that crap again. We just love to mess up the AVGO chart, don't we? Removing that again. And let's actually look at that 50%. So he gave himself a reason to look at it. He gave him an exact area to look at for a trade, regardless of direction. He's probably thinking bullish, though, because of the bouncing of the ADMA. And then he said, got out at previous day close. So let's mark that. Previous day close, right there. 180.73. Which, that's actually a sizable trade. That's insane. Yeah, no, that's great. What is that, 2.5? And it only happened over the course of 25 minutes? Yeah, no, that's really good. Damn, round of applause, Dr. J. Round of applause. He said, yeah, very insane for me, LOL. Dude, this is a very methodical trade, though. Does that make sense, though? You had a lot of theory-based stuff in here, but it was very methodical. That makes sense. Methodical in terms of, like, you were using the 8 to get you in, or the 9, whatever the hell you're using. You gave yourself the previous day's information to kind of give yourself context. Where the hell do I want to trade from, or where actually am I trying to trade? And then it gave you your opportunity. Now, not always are you going to get this opportunity where it closes, gives you that close, and then fly straight to the next level. But I'm glad that you took the opportunity. Did you enter under today's open also, by the way? I want to ask that again. Did you enter under this? Like, was it one of these two candles, or was it above? I still think you made the right decision, not really paying attention to today's open, because again, the main focus was the fact that it bounced off the 9 EMA on the daily, the 50% of the previous day. Yes, this is important information, and you should not ignore it. But you could use it to kind of keep you in. So let's say you did enter right here. You entered early, let's say, even though I don't think that's early. I think that's a great spot. Either of these two candles, and then you see this happen, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't pay attention to today's open, I'll keep holding. Don't use it as a thing to keep you in or out, use it as a thing to tell you, is this bullish or bearish, right? If you would have had a candle reject this and then come back down and hold this, you'd probably keep holding your trade, right? But now that's a little bit more bearish than it was. So, kind of gives you like a tone of what's happening. I was going to wait for the open, but it seems strong. No, I'm glad you didn't. No, I'm glad you didn't care about the open. Use this as something to kind of tell you, all right, am I wrong or am I right? Because you already know that you're right when these two candles appear. That already showed you this appeared here, right? But when this happened, this really yelled out to, hey, you're definitely on the right side of the trade as long as this is holding. So, I don't know. I wouldn't say worry about it, focus on entering above or below it, because theory-based, you shouldn't be entering below that, but you're not focused on that. You entered because of other reasons. So give those reasons some impact. Give those some value. Beautiful trade though, dude. I was actually enjoying talking about that chart. That was a lot of fun to look at. Damn, doctor, I didn't know you had it like that. If you do like to trade the 9, I only go in when volume is strong through the breakthrough. No, that's smart, Andrew. That's smart. That's another theory thing. If you've watched any of my swing videos, any of those concepts apply to the smaller time frames too, but we were never entering trades unless you got a confirmed volume high or close above that 9. And I'm not saying you have to use volume, but it is very nice as an extra thing if you are someone who likes to use volume. Which I haven't really been using it, but I don't deny anybody who does. Volume is very impactful. Yeah, no problem, Doctor. That was fun to look at, dude. Good trade. I also want to make it clear to you and anyone else in here, when you make those kinds of trades, like, don't expect to find that exact setup again tomorrow, and then again the next day, and then again the next day, and then again the next day, and then again the next day. You're not going to see that every single day. So when you do see them, have confidence. So, good job. And be sure to drop a like on today's stream. It definitely does help out. Share the stream link around as well if you know anybody. Definitely helps. And good posts too. I want to give more credit to you guys. I already saw some of you posting in the results in review channel, which is great. I see Riak, I see Carter, I see Tobias, I see Hayes. So make sure you guys jump in there as well. Also, I want to challenge you guys to reply to posts in there. You know, it's really easy to go in there and be like, man, I hope someone replies to me. But I never see some of you reply to other people. So I want to see some of you interact. I just want to see you interact with each other in that channel. Result and review. If you see someone's post, even just a bullshit, yo, man, good job on your reasoning. You know, reading out what reasoning they had. You know, even just small shit like that. Just verifying, validating somebody. You know, go validate somebody that needs it. You know, I'm not saying go in there and just start lying to people, but if you see a good trade review, let them know. And I promise that interaction will come right back around to you. But I want to see more of that in there. But again, great posts in there. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful posts in there. Not really seeing any BS. Ooh. Misi's a beast. Everyone is on fire today. What did y'all do lately? Let's look at Microsoft swing. Thanks for looking. Oh wait, my trader view is gold. Riak says, shit, I glaze prop. No, and I appreciate that, Riak. It's just I want to see more of that from people. You know, I always get these messages of like, and I'm not attacking anybody. I get a lot of messages like this from certain people in chat, and it's fine. I'm not mad about it. But people want interaction, not just from me, but from others in the chat that might know a little bit more of what they're talking about. I want to see that too. I want to see those people. I want to see those people interact with others as well. Like in chat right now, if you go to results and review, yesterday. Go to yesterday. Like, honestly, there's a lot of really good trade reviews that somebody could have replied to from yesterday. Matty Eyes, Will E, Riak. Shit, Riak is one of the people in here we're talking about. Viztex. Daffy. Daffy's always posting. Hayes, you know, it's just stuff like that. So if you are one of those people interacting, I appreciate you, because I promise it's helping you out a little bit, because it's making you look at things. Like, you're not just seeing how you look at things, you're also saying, oh, this is how Carter is posting, oh, this is how Riak is posting. Okay, we're all looking at the same thing. Great. Like, it's just empowering you. You're not looking to give yourself like false info. And if you end up having different info than someone, just ask them. It's that easy. It's like, oh, okay, they're just looking at it differently than I am. So, interact is what I'm saying. Let's look at the Microsoft swing. What are you swinging on Microsoft? Or you're saying let's just look at it for a swing? Whoa, I need to clean this chart up. Jesus, here, let's just do a new one. New. Which, high key, I'm not really a big fan of swinging Microsoft right now, because we literally just got done with Apple, and these are the exact same sector. I mean, these things basically bleed in the sand together. If you go to analyze, you can... Whoa! When did this happen? Damn, I haven't been paying attention. So for a few months now, Microsoft's actually been the heaviest weight by a lot. But it looks like Apple is retaking King's seat again, as well as Nvidia taking second place. So Microsoft's not even second heaviest weight anymore in the tech sector. That is interesting. You can also see AMD is flying up the ranks. I remember when they were like 16th. CRM, AVGO, that doesn't really surprise me. Adobe dropped a little bit though. QCOM dropped a little bit. Looks like TXN came up the list as well. They were a lot lower than 14. MU, I think they came up the list a little bit. A lot of the tech holdings are shifting. This year has been crazy for that. All right, starting over the chart. Whoops, that's XLK. Which actually, we should probably look at that first. What? I swear that OHLC setting is like, it's your best friend and then it's also an asshole at the same time. Alright. Sorry, that was probably hard to look at. But I promise I was just trying to zoom in so I could see what I was doing. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so tech sector. I always look at this over QQQ because it's way more accurate. Anybody who tells you otherwise is lying to you and doesn't know what QQQ even has inside of it, so that's on them. But XLK, I like to think of it as a pure blood sector. This only has tech stocks in it. There is no misconstrued information inside of this folder. It is only tech. That is a fact. Whereas QQQ is not just tech. It is widely known as the tech ETF, but it is not just tech. Whereas this gives you a lot more detailed view of what you're actually looking at when looking at one of those heavier tech weights. When looking at Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, I always backtest with XLK, not triple Q, because it is way more accurate. And you should do the same for top weights. I don't do this for every weight, right? If it's like the 50th weight in the XLK folder, I don't really think it matters if I'm looking at XLK or triple Q. I think I just need to be looking at something tech related, right? But if you're looking at Apple or Microsoft, you definitely need to be looking at the sector it belongs to, not just triple Q. Same for Tesla, Amazon, for XLY. Same for Meta and the Googles with XLC. Whatever healthcare, UNH for XLV, so on and so on. No problem, Dividend. Thank you for being here, man. All right, got that out of the way. So it looks like they do have a little bit of more room to this, Andrew. But yeah, I like this as well. It has the exact same feel of like AMD or some of the semiconductors, where it's just inside of a gap and it's definitely on the more bullish side of it. And it might be a little tedious because we're just now inside of it on this chart. But if you go across, and this is why I love looking at this, because you can go to the other weights too and be like, oh, look, this is what AMD is doing. Oh, look, this is what NVIDIA is doing. Kind of empowering your look, right? And you can see NVIDIA, AMD, all breaking lower high trends, moving up higher. But what does that mean for these charts? Honestly, a lot of them probably need a retest. But Microsoft is a little different because they are so much lower on their chart. Let's go back. In terms of the daily, let me go to the monthly to get to a couple levels real quick. Monthly, all-time high. And that's probably fine. Damn, is Microsoft a laggard right now? Could you consider Microsoft a laggard? I mean, this thing is a lot lower on its chart than the others. I don't know if you could consider it that, but that's what it feels like. Let me get my... I just want the one EMA. I don't really care about all of them. We are rejecting the 9 EMA, but that's not bad. Just because I like this higher low. Like, I think you pointed that out just now too. You said you like the higher lows, which there's a very clear higher low trend here. It's kind of nice too, because you can see over here they didn't like give us that BS. They actually made a higher high here as well, so it actually does give you a little bit more confidence that buyers have some sort of chance here. But I really need to see a better move above 421. It looks like like I was thinking before though, even with XOK, because this would kind of fit into the narrative on Microsoft. If they don't just fly above this level, 421's area, I would look for a better retest. Whatever holds the lows of this is going to be a good hold. The rule of 3 would also fit with that, which the rule of 3 is one of the first theories we talked about in this chat a long time ago, but rule of 3, rule of 5 is definitely real. But this was an inside bar breakout, actually an inside bar into a bullish kicker breakout. This was almost an inside bar. If you don't look at the wicks, you just kind of look at the bodies, you can see a lot of the volume was probably an inside bar. And they broke that up a little bit. So this is giving it a little bit more bullish tone to it than just saying, oh, it's just a higher low. No, it's a pretty strong higher low. They got a strong one here. There's another strong one here. So, I don't know. This isn't looking too bad, actually. That's the demand of that. The supply of this high is way down here, actually. So if you're going off recent information, that's what that should look like. Yeah, I'd probably wait for a better retest, but I'm not telling you what to do with your trade. You can do whatever you want. I think based on that and the XLK mix, I think I'd like to see a better retest. Just because I know for a fact, a lot of the time when we get up to these fib points, the first time isn't always the prettiest. You know, the first time is kind of just to wake the chart up. And then the second time is the one you really want to be in on. The one that actually is crossing this area. But sometimes it doesn't always work out. Well, who knows? Maybe tomorrow we open right here and then we're flying. You know, so there's that risk that you have to take. Do you want to be in earlier than a spot that could be a little bit better? You know, you're kind of taking the risk on comfortability, really. So it's up to you. But that's my entire thought process on that. It's not... I don't like to just lean to one side. And yeah, what is happening? Is the market finally waking up and like, oh my god, we have CPI and PPI this week? Which, how did today's news go? I'm going to go look at that. Financialjuice.com. Damn, crude oil was crazy. What you're seeing movement on now, guys, is the New Zealand and German news. German had industrial orders, and New Zealand had cash rate. And both are having negative reactions, looks like. And Bank of England. Oh no, Bank of Europe. Biden says we are discussing Israel striking Iran oil facilities. Okay. Just casually. Let me look at what's the better ticker I used to look at? CL. There we go. I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, I was gonna say this probably spiked the last couple days. Well, it looks like there's definitely gonna be retaliation. The British pound is falling, the euro is up. Every currency is up except the euro dollar and the US yen. Huh. Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at though, there's a lot more news the rest of this week, so be careful. And yes, this is the oil future. It's the light crude oil futures if you want to look at. That's the one I look at. You don't have to look at the other ones, but people used to look at all the other ones, but that's just the one I look at. I don't really trade it or anything. I just use it as kind of a, oh, oil's up or down kind of thing, which kind of expecting it to be up a little bit more than it is now, but I guess it's not. I guess there's too much crowding in the trade, so probably waiting to actually move that one a little bit more. And I was late reading that Biden news. That was probably like an hour ago. Actually, no, it was an hour and a half ago. Unless he said it a couple times. Germany is in a huge recession. Yeah, y'all are getting the, like, honestly, the brunt end of like 2 different wars right now. It's funny because people aren't even talking about all the crap that's happening in like Turkey, Germany area. Between Turkey and Germany, there's a lot of immigration going on. And it's really fucking up a bunch of countries right now. It's not the people's fault, it's just what's happening. Immigration's crazy, the war is crazy. There's a second war picking up in the Middle East. There's possibly a third picking up between India and China. I think all of us forgot Taiwan even existed because, you know, we put a little small military force there. We're like, all right, don't attack. There's a lot going on in the world right now. The hurricane season, which I hopefully all of you, if anyone is infected, I hope some of you are all right. I know some of you in chat have been dealing with that. That's crazy too. Hurricanes are no joke. I just hope everyone here is safe. I don't know what is it with immigration, but government loves it. Too many old people. Well, it's money and votes. Money and votes. Other countries, it's just money. Some countries, it applies votes. Some countries, it's... I mean, honestly, dude, that's a lot of money. Like, immigration is good for a country. It's a lot of money. It might not be good for the country short term, but over the long term, it's great. And plus, those governments love eating those checks up. I think they're feeling it a little more now, too, because the U.S. isn't handing out checks as quickly right now. Which normally we're paying for everything. But I think there's just so much going on. I don't think there's anything anyone can do about it. I think we just have to let it get worse before it gets better. But I kind of hope nothing crazy happens, honestly, in the Middle East, because it sucks, man. We were like right there at a peace accord not even that long ago, and here we are talking about nuclear war again. We were that close to seeing peace in the East. Like actual peace. Actually demilitarization and everything like that. We were right there. Right there. But it's okay. We're here as stock market traders, as stock market investors here to just learn. So honestly, I've told people in the past too, before COVID was happening, when we were dealing with all the other stuff, because there was the China trade war that was going on. Everybody forgot about that because of COVID, but that was actually the biggest complaint that happened before COVID was the China trade war with Trump. It was hell for news and catalyst days for the stock market. And then COVID hit, and now people only talk about interest rate and all this other stuff. And I understand why, but the complete change in like shift of tone was just, it was crazy. It almost threw you in a loop as a trader, as like, wait, are we more bearish or not? Like, it was almost like you had a large crowd telling you we're dying, and another large crowd telling you no, this is about to be the craziest thing for the stock market. You know, there was a lot of wild opinions out there. So like I say, it's just good to stick to what you know, find your own theory-based system, and just kind of work with it, because we just focus on levels here, and then the in-between is theory. You know, the 40%, the 80%. You know, us making up these retest types. You know, these are made up. We made them up. But it's all theory based. If you're just going off of, you know, randomness or feeling, that's not theory. That's randomness. It's chaos. You're never gonna get a good, steady, consistent flow of answers to help you kind of better your system or better yourself within your system. Heavy fall by SPY, but they really didn't lose much. Like I said, after this breakup right here, they have a lot of room to play with. They really could fall all the way down here and just chill, and we could still have a really nice green day the following day. But be honest with you guys, rest of day probably isn't going to be that exciting, kind of similar to yesterday, because we do actually have bigger news coming out tomorrow and the following day. The next 2 days are your biggest news events of the week. Is anybody actively trading something right now, or are you guys just kind of chilling? Minutes is just a review of the last meeting. So it's not a live meeting, it's just a report of the last meeting. Chilling currently? That sounds good. Hopefully most of us in here are just chilling. Maybe in the last hour of the day we could watch some more funny videos, but we'll just keep watching charts, or we'll look at some more daily time frames here in a second. I need to grab a water and probably let my dog out because she's been sleeping all day. Waiting for her to get up. Oh, as I say it. Alright, well, I'll be right back. And then we'll go over some daily time frames and stuff, or go over whatever you guys want to, and watch some funny videos or something. Type of dog you got? A wine ass. She's a grade A wine ass. She's a bulldog. I'll be right back. Alright, I made that quick. Oh. Coin's still falling from when we mentioned it when we joined stream earlier. Alright, I need to check the others now. Does anybody in here right now need help with bullish or bearish kickers? Because I just stumbled across the greatest example you could ever find. All in one chart. Does anybody in here need help understanding the difference between what is a bullish kicker, bearish kicker, and what is not? Does anybody in here need that help right here, right now? I am here for you. Please speak up. And I won't attack you. I could use a lesson. Totally fine, AR. I saw someone in chat ask it yesterday. Andrew gave them a pretty good description, but I still wanted them to read the candlestick book. Andrew, by the way, if you see anybody ask about any of that stuff, just link them that book. They just need to read. They need to go through it themselves. But you gave a good description, so I am very happy that you did that. I like it. You were like, bearish kicker is a gap down with a red can. I was like, oh, he's got the ideas of it. All right, fair enough. But it could trick some people though, and that's why I want people to read that book instead, because they hear that and they'll be like, oh, every gap down red candle is a bearish kicker. No, that's not true. Technically, this is a gap down red candle, you know, so it's got to be interchanging. I think you made sense of that. Still, I'm not bashing you. I'm thanking you. I'll send them the link we made with Google Docs. The link we made? What link? We made a link for that? For the book? Oh, I did, didn't I? Okay, well, Yeah. That was right. I think that was like you and what did we use? Tiny Link or something? Yeah, you gave it to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for refreshing my memory. That was like 2 weeks ago, I think. All right, cool. Yeah, do that next. Here, send the link in the chat now, because I want to personally save that too. Just because I kind of forgot about it. Put it in trade floor, and then I'm going to put it in... I need to delete a pinned message, shit. Oh, it is pinned in chat. I'm stupid, dude. My literal tweet is got the link right there. Hold up. Does it still show it? It does. Nice. Okay, dude, your link is OP. Well, let me grab that again. Copy link address. There we go. Moving on up in this world. Yeah, you're a real one. Thank you for that, Andrew. Alright, sorry. Back on topic. I just had to make sure we got that posted somewhere, because that is by far one of the greatest pieces of information. I'm not even hyping it either. That's why it's free, too. It really is the most powerful handbook, guide, whatever the F you want to call it. That is the most powerful one I've ever seen made, and it was by Leland, the person I glazed the most, so of course I'm going to be happy to read it. But it has it's literally every candlestick me and him have basically decided are the most important candles. He took all of those candles and then broke them down to the fullest extent to where you should be able to swing or day trade them. It does not matter which one you're going for, right? Regardless. And you should be looking for them on those swing trading time frames and on those day trading. So they're not just for trading, they're also defined for other trades, you know, to give yourself other opportunity. To trade off of them, I should say. But let's go over the kickers real quick. So this right here is a bullish kicker. I'm just going to point them out first, and then we're going to cover them. Oh my god, hold up. This is going to make me lose my mind. There we go. Alright, sometimes the OHLC setting is not the greatest of settings. And then we have a bearish kicker right here. Can anybody tell me what the difference between these are and just a normal gap up or gap down? Why are these not just a normal gap up and gap down? Can anybody in here point that out to me? Why is that? And you could put small reasonings. You could type out a bunch if you want. I'll read it out. I'll give you time. But why are these different than just a normal gap up or gap down? Why are these different? Can anybody tell me why? Andrew is right in what he just said, but I want someone to really say, you know, what is it? The real that is the difference. But why is that? Because this way that I remember it will make you remember that these are very important candles. The way that I remember these candles is they're different from gaps because, yes, they are different colors from the previous candle. It's interchanging, so he is correct. But what is this candle actually doing here? Like, what is this candle actually doing, right? Let's actually look at this. Okay, so you have the open of this candle, right? We can all read basic candles. We all know that, right? And then it goes down all the way to here and it closes, right? So the close of this candle is right here. Price is right here. The next day opens all the way over it entirely. So it didn't just gap up. It completely jumped over the previous day's volume, price action, anything it did yesterday basically didn't matter. Right? So that's not just a gap up. It's a very strong gap up. And that is the huge, and that's why we call it a kicker. It's being kicked up above the previous candle. It's not just a gap up. It is hell of a lot stronger than that. Now, whether this is to establish trend, whether this is just an impulse buy move, that is something else you have to identify, right? We're just looking at the basic candle itself. Now let's look at this one. Exact same scenario, right? The open of this candle is here, right? Then when they went up, it went all the way to here, right? And then they closed. I mean, verbatim. I'm a little off, of course, my amazing drawings here. Being sarcastic, by the way. But the close of this candle was way up here at 238. Where did this next candle open? 225. So it wasn't just like this candle went from here to here, right? It went all the way from up here to down here. It wasn't just a normal gap down, it was a very strong gap down, right? And these are very easy to... You might think right now, like, oh, why would that be confusing to me? Well, when I break this down to people all the time, they get confused because of the different types of opens and closes. I have had people tell me that this is a kicker. It is not. I have had people tell me this is a kicker. It is not. Pay attention to the opens and closes of the candles. These are the things you need to focus on. We're looking at candlestick patterns. So as you go through that candlestick handbook guide, whatever we're calling it, make sure you are marking down where's the open, where's the close at in comparison to the next candle, where's the high, where's the low in comparison to the next candle. Focus on those same points. Does this ring any bells to any other systems that we might be using that involve the previous day high, the previous day low, the previous day open, the previous day close? Is this starting to ring any bells to other systems we might be using involving those levels? The BB system, we all use this all the time. It's a default at this point. We're just using it for fun at this point. These are also the most important rules behind your most important candles of the chart. So not only are they aligning with our intraday, theory-based system where we're looking for different trades based off levels, it's also helping us on our bigger time frames, our pattern recognition on any time frame. So make sure you guys understand the breakdown of where your open is, where your close is, based on what candlestick pattern you are looking at. That's why I like to break it down that way, because there are actual rules behind, oh, okay, well, it opened entirely over the previous day high. That's a kicker. Just based off of default, that's a kick. Right? Oh, it opened above the previous day high and it finished below the previous day low. That's a bearish engulfing. There's rules behind these things, just based off of the highs, the lows, the opens, and the closes. It's pretty interesting. But I hope that was helpful to anybody in here. Reversal? What's up, Mansion and Benzes? My bad, man. We're going back to SPY now. There was a little bit of a reversal from high of day, but they have a lot of room underneath. I wouldn't call this bearish just yet, if you're talking about SPY. I was just going over examples on that last chart to help see what's a kicker and not. Oh. I always love to go over those because they help me a lot too. The opens and closes of each candle, it's very important. And it's not always easy to see. At first, you're like, oh, this is so easy. But then the more you look at it, you start to confuse some of the candlestick patterns together, and it's like, oh, I need to review. And it happens to a lot of people in chat. That's why I'm so adamant about candlestick pattern rules, because it's very easy to mess up. Yes, it's a reversal candle, sorry. My bad. I thought you were just jumping to talking about SPY. Yes, it is a reversal candle. But it can also be used for more momentum, too. It's not just a reversal candle. If we're in a uptrend, right, and you see one pop up, that's screaming that we're either at a supply or that's screaming that it wants to go more. So that's why you got to use your context as levels. When I say context, I mean your TA. You don't see the link to the book in the chat? It's on Trade Floor. I resent it again. He sent one too, I think. I even tagged everyone under it. Damn, we have 50 pins in that channel. Alright, I'm going to remove the tweet. And I'm going to pin the actual link. How about that? Let me know if you're still having trouble finding it. Should just be in Trade Floor. What's your username in the Discord? It's crazy to me too, because this is free. Like, there's so many people that I've linked this to and they just write it off like it's nothing. Because it's free, it's worthless. If I charge for it, guess what? Everybody is coming out of the woodworks to get this thing. Like, I just don't understand that thinking. I don't understand that at all. And then there's people out there that'll be like, bro, you charge for content? That's fucking evil. It's like, bro, people don't get it unless you charge. Like, it's so weird. I've begged people to download this free damn thing. And people are like, nah, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm like, okay. 1000. Is that really your name in there? Are you sure you're in the right Discord? I don't even see you in here, dude. If that's your name. Human nature. No, I understand that. It's just, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I would think backwards. Like, I'm backwards thinking then, because I would think if someone posted a free link that would get more clicks. People would be like, oh wow, let me watch this, or let me read this. Let me see if I give a shit, you know? But they're like, they write it off before even thinking about trying to read it. People even in our chat. It's not even just outsiders. It's people that we know. It's just amazing to me. You bought the BB course? Oh my god. 3 years ago. That is a long ass time. Yeah, I'm tired of paying for that website. I think I'm about to move both of my courses offline. Probably make that other PDF thing free. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that pretty soon, because I'm kind of tired of paying for Teachable. They charge you monthly, and I've just been paying that out of my pocket the whole time. Which, that's another thing too. People are like, "Wow, he's probably making so much money." Like, I'm probably losing money paying for this damn thing, and I don't even know it. It's not my website; it's Teachable. I have to pay for them. I had a lot of fun making BB course number 2. I made it a lot cheaper just because I did it with my friend Leland, because I really wanted people to get it. But again, backwards thinking, people don't get it because it was only like 60 or 70 bucks. People are like, oh, that can't possibly help me if it's only 60 or 70 bucks. I have to pay 2,000 for it to be helpful. I'm like, what? There's people who charge that like monthly in a chat. That's crazy to me. 75 is a little nutty. I still never found your name in that chat, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I'm not in TWR, I'm in my own Discord. Why would I be in that one? Is that Trading War Room? Am I remembering that correctly? With, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Chuck? I want to say his name was Chuck. I don't know why. Whoever the guy is, though, in TWR is actually really cool. Out of all the Discords I ever interacted with, he was like one of the few guys who was actually pretty chill. Oh, okay. Oh, he has my bot in there still. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what are you talking? Like, how are you in here then? He must have my bot in there still where it posts my link. Damn, what a legend. I didn't know he did that still, honestly. Yeah, I definitely like that guy. That guy's pretty cool. It's not really about, like, money with him. It's, like, it's about, like, respect with him, and that's how it kind of is with me. I've hooked so many people up in my chat. I've probably lost money running a trading group, honestly. But it hasn't been about money. It's been about fun and respect, and it's just fun to help people out and also be helped out. I get helped out by you guys plenty of times. It's not just like I'm the messiah and I come in here and solve everything. Like, no, I have my own issues, and I come in here and I get them fixed. I work on them with people in the group. I try to keep myself open with some of the people that I care about. They keep me going. You guys should be doing the same, because this shit is not easy. And anybody who tells you otherwise is full of shit. This stuff's hard. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's not easy. And that's why I give you guys so much praise when you do find that success after I've seen you struggle, because I know what it feels like to break through one of those ceilings and finally feel like you have a little bit of control, like you actually have a path ahead of you. And that's the whole point of this Discord group and the whole point of our system. It's to have a path ahead of you. I can't tell you how many traders I've met where they just rely on signals, where they just rely on random buying and selling. They don't actually have any true, skin in the game. It's just nothing to them, right? I like to have skin in the game. I like to understand that I have a system that works. I have people who trade a system that work. It's nice to have that because now you have confidence in yourself. You have confidence in your system. Oh, guess what? 40 other people trade your system. That's great. That should only instill more confidence into you that it is working. That it is working. It's possible. You should just be working harder. Maybe be more patient. You know, maybe you're way too aggressive for all you know. You know, it just depends. You got to review. Oh, it is Chuck is his name. Okay, cool. We are brothers from the army. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, he told me y'all had a lot of like veterans and stuff like that in there, so I never like to assume, of course, but that's awesome, man. Glad to have you in here. Yeah, I'm pretty addicted to like military. I'm not in the military, but like my uncle and stuff was in Desert Storm, and I mean he's not here now, but it's just crazy, man. Gotta have respect for those kind of people. Cap, this guy's too humble. He is the messiah. You just reminded me of Dune 2 when he's like, I'm not the blah blah blah. And he's like, I can't even remember the line. Damn it. That's literally from Dune 2 though. He's like, of course he isn't our messiah. He's too humble. Of course he wouldn't say he is. He's like, how brilliant. I love the Dune movies, man. Dude, if you haven't seen the original Dune as well, it's actually really good. Me and my friend back then actually jokingly watched it, and it was actually really good. For when it came out, I was impressed. There were a couple weird scenes, but there's also a couple weird scenes in the normal Dune, so. Apples at High of Day? Oh my god. It's actually holding a base. Don't let this big zone scare you, by the way. Zones are meant to be broken. Supply and demand is meant to be used. See, like, this is the furthest extent of a trend line I'll use. Just detailing that it was a lower high right here. This is kind of stepping this up a little bit, giving us more of a triple top. And it brings the question, does CPI give us a retest, or is CPI, PPI about to send us up through the moon? Because a lot of your bigger, heavier weights are in good spots to move the market more. Apple, Microsoft. I didn't really triple check NVIDIA, but yeah, NVIDIA's right under all-time highs, basically. And they're kind of under that lower high of the all-time high. If that makes sense. Tesla. I mean, there's a lot of stocks that are just up really nice. Ooh, Google, what the hell's going on with you? It's like Google got the CPI, PPI report early. See, like, that's not like a perfect bearish kicker because it's not under the low of the previous day, but the open is past the entire open and close. So you could say it is a pretty strong gap down. Maybe not an ideal kick, but it's pretty much there. Also, it'd be nice if you could see it hold a new low, which looks like it's battling that right now. It hit that gap and it's wicking. Be sure to check all the weights too. I know I don't go over oil and healthcare as much as I probably should. Healthcare especially. Healthcare is by far the most slept on. It's the least popular sector, actually, out of all of them. But it's crazy because it's one of the heaviest. If you go to SPY, after clicking Analyze on TOS, you can actually see here, healthcare is the second heaviest sector. Actually, banks, wow, banks caught up. It used to be discretionary or comms would be either in third or fourth, kind of interchanging a lot. But financials have actually re-pushed back above those by a lot. So, correcting myself. Tech, healthcare, banks, Tesla, Amazon, Nike, Home Depot, that's that sector. Communication services, XLC is Meta, Google, all that good stuff. Onetflix. Industrials, staples, energy. I pretty much try to just remember this one up, but you want to know all of them. But you only want those first 5 because that's about, you know what, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Let's add it together. 40, 50, 68. It's a 68, 69. It's like 69 to 70% of SPY. So when you're looking from tech all the way down to comms and all that stuff, those first 5 sectors equal most of the market. So if you have a pretty good grip on where those are trying to head or what they're doing, you've probably got a really good grip on what SPY is trying to do. Intraday, bigger time frame, doesn't matter. However you look at it. So take those sectors seriously. I know we don't go over them as much as we used to, but they do have a lot of impact. So if you feel like you just don't have enough vision in the market, check those sectors out more. All right, let's open this watch list up a little bit. He said, doesn't look like I'm cutting my swings yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it either. It's a good thing, though. I'm probably going to have to take profit on Ulta. It didn't make it down to my target, and I don't plan on swinging into CPI, PPI week. Plus my luck, this gaps up after news comes out in the market. That sucks too. I wanted to squeeze a little bit more out of that. And just kind of reviewing the breakout here, if you go from the high of the move to the first slowdown, you can actually see we're holding on to a midterm retest spot that wick. So it really didn't give up a good percentage of the day. Even if you were just watching that red candle. Why am I even drawing? Let's just draw this. Yeah, I would say this right here was kind of a big indicator of where we could be heading. They're holding on to it, so let's keep it marked. And let's mark current high of day, because this is the new all-time high. Oh, OHLC is off. I was lost for a second. There we go. Here we go. I love that setting. And now the chart looks so much cleaner. Looks a little more organized. I like that a lot. Probably going to have to add some fib extension to the daily or weekly so we can get some forward targets. Oh, wait, I already have some. Never mind. 580, 580.50. Which I know for a fact that is a fib extension and then a psychological level added with it. And thank you guys. We got 85, or no, 18 likes. I don't know why I read 85. 18 likes on the stream. Thank you. I don't know what the hell I was reading. Yo, if you guys are in Florida, be safe. Check trade floor if you can. Which we do have people in Florida in this chat. Sherman, one of the biggest guys in here. Oh my god, he's still in Apple. Andrew, do you see that? 222% and then PLNTR. Oh my god. Damn, is yours without an average down? I'm just realizing that. Damn, that still came back even without being averaged down. That's actually impressive. You don't normally see that. Damn, y'all are actually insane. Oh, you did, but you... Okay, my bad. I was just seeing it wrong. My bad. Damn, nice. I love to see that for you. We got a lot of swing traders in chat now. I like it. Everybody was always so popular with the day trading, but man, swing trading is so much fun. It's like I said earlier, it's methodical. Like, you have to do things in a certain way. Remember what you did in the past so you can do better in the future. I'm dumbing that down, of course. It's not that easy, but... Like, I wish everyone had access to the Lifetime group, because, man, if y'all saw some of the trades and posts in there from, like, Misi, Sherman, D-Touch, and Noxta, those posts are crazy. But that's what Daffy's basically doing for everybody on trade floor. Like, he's bringing that energy to trade floor. He's doing it for everybody. Because I'd say that's kind of how the Lifetime guys post, how you see Daffy. It's not really about, like, how much are we up and down. It's what's the chart saying? What are we learning from it? All right, let's get out, but let's keep watching. So it's very fun to watch. It motivates you a little bit because you see other people that care a lot and it just wants you to start caring more, and it's really cool. When I made my trading account very profitable. Oh, when you make it. You're good. I am not pressuring it. I was just saying I wish y'all could see it. I'm not trying to push people to get it. It's not about that. It's just cool seeing other people who care. It's really nice. It's happening in trade floor too a lot. I see a lot of different people in there that could easily motivate me out of any slump, I feel like. And so if I know that's for me, I know it could motivate anybody in chat. That's good. But that's my challenge to you guys, my homework. I want to see more of you replying to each other in results and review. I have no other criticism beyond that. End of week, of course, I will be recording Trading with Confidence number 3, where I go through all of the trading reviews inside of the result and review channel. So make sure if you post in there to make it clean for me. If it's not, I will just scroll right over it. But I've done a pretty good job up to this point of reading pretty much every trade review I've seen in there. Which this week, I'll be starting from the 7th. Oh, okay, so that's these days, okay. Wait, how are y'all posting on the 6th? Oh, I'll go over this too. When Ryan and Leland covered that breakdown, that was very cool too. See, and like right there's a good example. Viztex, Ryan, he did something with the lead test. He didn't quite understand something. And guess what? He didn't just let everything ruin him. He swallowed his pride and he said, hey, Leland, what am I doing wrong here? What's going on here? Explain to me, please. Leland gave him a very simple and very short response. And Ryan picked up on it pretty quickly. And reviewed instantly. And instantly understood what he needs to be aiming for. Sent Leland another reply. Guess what? Leland replies again. Because he sees that Ryan cares. He's interacting. That message by Rob Taylor in chat. He said, LMAO, we had FOMC minutes today. Because he couldn't even notice. That's funny. Yo, y'all didn't tell me the music ended. Damn, why is this only an hour long? What the hell? You know what? No. I'm gonna find another one. Do y'all want more EDM dubstep type vibes, or do y'all want lo-fi? What are y'all looking for here? I need to move my mic. What are y'all looking for here? I need to switch this chart. I'm tired of staring at SPY. Looks like I need to redo my IWM chart because I don't know what I'm looking at. Tobias, I just explained to you. It's on Teachable. I pay Teachable. That's it. There's no other detailed response than that. That's why I'm probably going to end it soon and put all my stuff offline. Offline and like in a Discord channel. Like, you can only see it if you own it type thing. And I'll manually control it. It's videos, quizzes, descriptions, breakdowns, pictures. It's everything. So, that's why I'm probably getting rid of it soon. Plus, I've had a lot of people have annoying errors with that stupid site. I've had people be like, dude, I can't access the course. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not the owner of the website. You have an email and a password. If you forget that, that's not really on me. You know, I don't really know what to tell people. So, I'm just going to control it all myself. I already have the first course offline. I just got to get all the info from the second one. Which I have most of it downloaded. But it's okay. I'm not complaining. I was just saying what I was doing. I just don't want people to be like, "Oh my god, he's exit scamming us." Like exiting the course and you can't access it anymore. Like, no. I'm just moving it. I just don't want to freak people out. Because that would freak me out, honestly. If I paid whatever amount of money for a course and then I saw my login just disappear or the link disappear, I'd be like, what the hell? That's not sketchy. So, I gotta look out for that too. I don't want to scare people. Alright, nobody said what music they want, so I'm choosing my own. None of these look enticing. You could also create a Squarespace with the same function for cheaper, probably. I don't even want to pay for anything. Discord's free. I'm just going to lock it in a channel. And, like I said, I can control who sees it and doesn't see it. So if somebody, was like, yo, I lost access to my Discord. Could you give me access again? Yeah, I could do that, right then and there. I don't have to make them wait hours. I could literally do it right there. Instant response. And I feel like that's the greatest feeling ever. I hate whenever you're trying to fix something and it takes hours or an extra day. It's like, what the hell am I dealing with? That's really my goal. I just want to make people feel comfortable. So they know they have access to their content anytime they want. They don't have to worry about it. Alright, I think that music's fine. Or the volume's fine. $330%. What is Daffy doing? Y'all are tripping if you're not in the Discord. It's crazy. People pay hundreds of dollars a month to find plays like this, and he's posting them for free on the trade floor. Free. Anybody can see that channel. People will pay hundreds of dollars a month. And here he is. And nobody asked him to do it either. It's not like I sat there and be like, yo, Daffy, you can't post unless it's a play. Like, no. I'd tell Daffy he can post whatever he wants. Previous day open. Wait, is that previous day open? Yeah. Previous day close. Low. Demand. Damn, this did so good. Held, one up, held, one up, held, one up. Now it's not holding and going up. Now it's holding and going down. It's still very interesting, though. Yeah, if you guys see anybody post in my chat, they don't have to be posting. I don't pay anybody. I don't tell anybody to post. If they're posting, it's out of the goodness of their own heart. I don't tell anybody they have to post or do anything. I am technically supposed to be posting everything. Like Eric posting that stuff. He doesn't have to do that. Carter, he doesn't have to be posting IWM every day. But they do it out of the goodness of their heart. Also, it's really good routine and discipline for them. Kind of keeps them in the zone. I respect that a lot. So I give them their freedom, give them their space. But there's a lot of people like that in chat where they don't have to be here. I think there's so many people in chat that don't have to be here and could just be doing their own thing and probably even make more money. But they don't. They like to be here. They like to engage with people. They like to interact. A lot of really cool traders in here. I'm not trying to aim to be the next Atlas trading group. That would be pointless. But we do have a lot of traders in here that are very capable of their own. Yep, best trade. Andrew said, "Yep, best trades I have made is when I have a plan is set in place. Or when a plan is set in place. Sorry, I don't know why I can't read English. Then I wouldn't share it for some confidence. Oh, then you would share it for some confidence. Okay, yeah, it's good, man. Because then you're like you interact with other good traders. You know, if you didn't ever speak, Andrew, we wouldn't even know who you are. We'd be like, oh, you're just some random that just got here. But now I can already see like, oh, okay, this guy's pretty fucking knowledgeable. He's already at that stage of just working at it. Like he doesn't need to be here. But he wants to be here. He wants to grow. That's good, man. I'm happy for you. You, Daffy. I'm really happy seeing y'all work together a lot. Because Daffy's definitely been one of the funnest people to work with. So, thank God for D-Touch. Without D-Touch, we would not have Daffy. Every night when I go to bed, I look up into the sky and I say thank you for D-Touch. And they're really cool people too. If you ever actually like talk to them or message them or talk to them inside of the chats, they're like, it's not just for trading. They're also just really genuine people. The Messiah D-Touch. Yeah, see, that's our Messiah. D-Touch is the Messiah. Which would make Leland like, I guess, a prodigy of his own. Yeah, he's like a wizard. I would say Leland's like a wizard. If D-Touch is a Messiah, Leland's a wizard. Merlin, there you go. Merlin, there you go. Thank you. God, y'all are so cultured, it's insane. Yo, guys, I found a new show on Netflix. Well, actually, I can't lie. My mom found it, and she told me about it, and I started watching it, and it's actually really good. But if you guys are into, like, creepy... It's not really horror, but it is, like, kind of in that direction. There's a show on Netflix called Yellow Jackets. I'm episode 5 right now. Not right here, right now, but, I mean, like, currently. I am not into creepy stuff. You suck. Creeps me out. That's the point. It's supposed to be scary / creepy, but it's not really like entirely like that though. It just has like the vibe like that, you know. Like it's not meant to scare the shit out of you, but it could. Andrew said The Office and The Office only. Fair enough. I won't attack anybody who says that. Beats, Bears, Beats, Battlestar Galactica. Now that's probably one of the greatest shows to ever exist, and it also like kind of created a new meta for other shows. Like, without The Office, you probably wouldn't have a bunch of other shows that were pretty popular. And whatever one was before that, I can't remember the name of it. There was one before Office that kind of set the tone, too. Identity theft isn't a joke, Jim. Millions suffer here. Jesus, he knows all the lines. I love Office humor. That show is so funny. And there's so much content. Like, I've always said there's two shows that have the most, not anime, the most, like, memes that come from it, right? One of them is probably SpongeBob. I don't know how anybody could argue with that. I mean, that has probably the most memeage from it, right? Like the pictures and, you know, all the videos that come from it. But then probably in a very close second, if not also first, Office. Office is spammed with all the different, like, you know, memes that come from it and everything. And I personally used to have a meme page for stock market stuff, and half of my memes were from that show. The Office is so damn good. Oh, Parks and Rec. There you go. Parks and Rec is the original one. That's the one that really kind of set the tone for those kinds of shows. That one and The Office. Those are both really fucking good. Excuse my language. Just those are really good. Alright, Ulta. I need you to fall more. Go smack this level before the end of the day so I can get out before all this other crappy news comes out. IWA. I'm glad I recharted this because I was kind of feeling uneasy on this chart when I was looking at it earlier because I didn't really know what I was looking at, but now I do. I'm gonna just add this high. I'm not gonna do the whole zone. Millions suffer yearly. Fantastic John, great update from him. He said possible 3-bar play on the XLK 10-minute chart. Got some eyeballs on that. If you guys have any like edits or criticisms to any of the latest things I've been doing too, like the 2-a-days or the Trading with Confidence series, let me know. I think those are pretty as tight as they could be though, but I had notes on those two different ideas too and how I wanted to do them. Like 2-a-days reminds me of like football practice way back in the day. Like you'd have to go to practice twice. That's kind of what these are. Like we're doing 2-a-days. Like you gotta have 2 watches every day. Prop Street said, your passion for The Office, Andrew, pumps blood to my core. Best ever. Have y'all ever watched, it's like Eastbound something. It's the one with Danny, I can't remember people's names. Do I suck at this? Not Danny Green. Jesus Christ. Eastbound and Down, is that it? Eastbound and Down. Yeah, Eastbound and Down, there you go. Danny McBride. Why was I thinking whatever else I said? Eastbound and Down's a good one. What's the other one I liked? Trailer Park Boys, that one was pretty funny. That one was honestly broke my mind because like at first sight of that show you think, oh, this is gonna be so stupid, and you'd be right to assume so, but it actually is so much deeper than that. Yeah, all those like stupid shows that don't look like they'd be worth watching, like if you just looked at it from like the surface, you'd be like, oh, this is alright, I guess. But then you get into actually watching, you're like, this is one of the greatest shows I've ever watched. That one's so funny though. Like the way they always have the same clothes, or like how Julian always has like his whiskey glass with him all the time. Like it's just funny. Time for another drinky poo. Or like when he says Bluelian and he gets like blue dye all over him or whatever from the, I don't even remember what it was from. Or it was all alcohol actually. God, rest in peace to that guy, because that guy's not alive anymore. The older guy. Rest in peace to him. But he was one of the craziest actors ever on that show. Randy. Randy was good too. Randy Bobandy. He had me dead this one episode when he was like, I'll have one bun and 4 meats or whatever. Like he was like trying to do like a quadruple cheeseburger. It's like, Jesus, Randy. No top bun though. No top bun. What's another funny show? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't think I've seen that one all the way. I've seen like a couple, like a good amount of it, and then I've seen a couple clips, and then that was it. But I haven't finished it. But I agree, that one is pretty good. Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of? Oh no, this is a different one. I wasn't thinking of this one. Oh, Reno. Reno is the one I'm thinking of. No, Brooklyn Nine-Nine's the one with that other famous actor, though. I haven't seen that one, but I've seen clips of that one. None of the Marvel show shit. Yeah, I don't really like any of them. Well, that's a lie. I did like Loki. Loki was good as hell. Corey Trevor, let's go. Smokes. You ate my fucking jerky. Yes. Fall. Fall. Die. Come on, $3 more. Or, no, wait. 2.5. 2 and a hizzy. Give me the 2 and the hizzy. Give me what I want. You gotta ask? What? That was the American Revolution one? No, but I'm not lying to you when I say this. It is actually within the next 2 shows on my list. I'm not lying when I say that. It is actually on my list. That's why I was able to, like, remember it, because, like, I do have it in the back of my mind still. It's just I had a lot of shit still, because I was watching Lost, and then I had, like, other shows that I still needed to watch. Like, I still need to watch Ozark. I'm watching Dragon Ball and whatever that Netflix one is right now. I got a lot of shit to watch. But I'm not joking you. That is literally within my next 2 shows on my list. No, please do, because I actually am interested in watching that one, because I love all that kind of stuff. I'm not the biggest factoid nerd on, like, the American Revolution. Like, I could probably tell you some stuff, but I'm really big on, like World War I, World War II, and then, honestly, before that. Like, honestly, the World War I isn't really even the true World War I. There were two complete world wars that happened before the first 2, and they're just, like, not talked about as much. The Napoleonic Revolution, you know, all that stuff. Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great. I like all that stuff. I could tell you some pretty nerdy Julius Caesar facts. But no, I'm not joking you, though. That is on my next couple shows, though. Plus, I like the main actor that you showed me. The younger guy is in Snowpiercer and a bunch of other stuff too. I like that actor. And he's in I can't remember, but he's in a lot. As soon as you asked, I was like, shit. But I promise you, it hasn't been wasted time. Like, I'm not just sitting here not watching something. So Man on a Ledge, he's in. That is a good movie. At first, you're like, how in depth could this really be? Oh wait, why are we watching Ulta still? My bad. I honestly thought I was looking at something else. I didn't exit yet. I think I'm gonna give it a little bit more. I want to see if the drip drips down a little bit more. I really do not want to hold through PPI CPI though. Yeah, that actor's amazing. The girlfriend was a baddie. Like, here, I'll tell you one nerdy thing, and none of you can hold it against me. Did you guys know that Julius Caesar was so smart that he won an entire war off of just the simple fact that he is the person that invented the calendar? That shit blew my mind when I learned that. And today's calendar is still his calendar. Today's calendar is his calendar, the one he invented. The one we all still use to this day. 28 days in February, all that good stuff. He made all that up. So the enemy thought it was winter, so they all... And this was perfect because Julius Caesar basically had to go to each of these, like, huts, these castles, basically, these, like, villages of warriors. And there was a lot of them around the area, right? And they were just pillaging and all kinds of crap. Ruining the countryside, basically. So he has to go to each of these and fight them, which would be impossible. That's impossible. The only way you'd be able to do this is if they didn't, like, get together and fight you, right? They would have destroyed him. But they thought it was about to be winter time. They thought it was about to be winter time. So they all went into their villages, their huts, their little whatever you want to call it. I don't even really remember what they were. They weren't castles. They were, like, really strong palisades, I guess you could say. I don't know. But either way. So they thought it was winter. Him knowing... And so the reason they thought it was winter is because the calendar had not been updated for a couple years because he'd been in Egypt. He'd been in Egypt the whole time. He'd been in Egypt fighting people with Cleopatra, getting you know, all that stuff done, right? Traveling all around the world, basically. So because he hadn't been in Rome to update the calendar for multiple years, everybody thought it was about to be winter. Him knowing that it was not about to actually be winter, he used this to his advantage and went to each of these little huts, destroyed everybody, cleaned up the countryside, and then went back home. In a situation he should have lost. I'll see you later, Andrew. And that was like one of the craziest things I think any person's ever done in the history of war. I mean, how could you outsmart somebody by using the calendar? The only person who could is the person who invented it. That's crazy. There's some other really cool stories too, but that was definitely the coolest one. It was like spring or something. Like it wasn't even near wintertime, or it was like fall going towards winter. Like it wasn't even close. Like, there was a lot of time left. Yeah, I was super excited about the Napoleon movie because besides Julius Caesar, Napoleon's another person that I'm like, I've been heavily, I don't just know about them, like I know their battle tactics, like I watch like all these like videos and stuff and listen to it. Very nerdy. Make fun of me all you want. But I was very depressed too when I saw that movie come out because I was going to go watch it. But then I saw this review video of this historian that I watch and he instantly was hating on it. And he was like, yeah, I don't know where they think like Napoleon had, you know, these size cannons, or that he did naval stuff here and there like that, or like there was a lot of things that weren't accurate, basically. Like it was like the Tupac movie having an iPhone in it. Like why would they have an iPhone in that age? That wouldn't have been possible. It was kind of the same thing with that movie. There was just things that weren't possible. And then also other things that were a lot worse, like them trying to make like 100 people look like 10,000. It was pretty wild. But yeah, that movie was horrible, I heard. Which sucked, because I was very excited. I wanted that movie to be the greatest movie that ever existed. And it was Joaquin Phoenix, like... Bro just got done doing one of the greatest movies ever, and then did this. Like, that made no sense. I was so excited. They should have chose Danny DeVito for Napoleon. Yeah, I heard Joker 2 sucked, which is crazy because I honestly regard Joker 1 as like a really, really, really good movie. Like, it honestly made new ceilings for those kinds of movies. And then the second one came out and it's like, what? What y'all doing? Look at what they did to my boy. Alright, Ulta, did you break that level yet? You did. See, it's not just stock market stuff in here. We'll talk about whatever. I'd go crazy in here if we talked about stock stuff all the time. It'd just be too boring. You were crying from those? Oh yeah, we can watch some more here in a minute. I want to watch some more too. That was pretty funny. It's funny because I'd seen those when they came out. Like, that's how long I've been around. I saw a lot of those when they came out. And then going back and watching them, it's like, wow, I'm still alive and these guys are all gone. It's just very scary at the same time. Oh, you know another series I want to do? I'll let y'all in on the new series I want to do. It's like a funny series. It's supposed to be. I don't know how I'm going to do it technically, but there's a lot of really funny comments on Stock Twits. I don't know if you guys ever go read Stock Twits comments, but I'm not joking when I say this. Some of the most outlandish comments you will ever read about a stock are on those boards, and it is hilarious. Like this one right here. I'm looking at Ulta just because I'm trading it. But somebody put, damn, bro, they cooked this thing. It was 570 in March, and we're not even in a bear market. CEO is a bozo. It'd be kind of funny to put, like, those comments next to the charts. And just kind of go through a few of them in a video. It's crazy because some of the weights look tired, and then you got one like Amazon where it looks ready to pounce again. Microsoft looked ready. Apple's looking stronger. I don't know. Kind of sucks. Like, they could be tricking everybody, but it looks like the market's strong as hell as we're leading into the more important data. Which I don't think it's just the data that comes out. I think we also need to understand that any other comments that are made afterwards are going to also be important. So it's going to be very volatile the next couple days, in my opinion. Alright, what does Greedy Bueller do? Does he take profit finally? Let's see, where are all my EMA? Oh wait, no, all the EMAs are above. That wouldn't help anyway. Let's do this. I'm just gonna take it. 52%, I can't complain. Let me do a limit. Do it 335. Alright, taking profit here. We're out. Can't complain. Happy with that one. Especially after my ugly ass Moderna trade. Yeah, exactly. If it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to close. Feels good getting your first couple swing trades back in. Even when I lost that trade, it felt kind of good because I was like, oh, yes, I'm trading again. But it feels even better when you win. And now I'm all cash before all the crazy news comes out. And I'll be ready for any ticker that might be setting up. Which coin is on my list? We already have a list going here. Ulta, EMPH, coin, a couple others that we had on watch. This was for day trading today. That's another big thing as like any kind of trader, not just swing or day trading, but actively maintaining your list or actively maintaining your watch list even. Like what you're actually looking at to try and trade later on. Just leaving simple notes like possible Microsoft this, possible SoFi this, you know, just able to put things in front of you before they happen. And regardless if they happen or not, it doesn't matter. It's just at least you have something ready. And yeah, the next swing trade, I'm sure I'll post it inside of the stream. If not, though, I'll post it in chat. But I'm probably not going to swing trade anything for a day or two. In my past, and this is why it's very important to review your own results. In my past, I'm really good at getting winners, but what I'm really bad at is continuing to win. Like, I can win, and then my next trade's a loss. And then my next trade's a win, and then my next trade's a loss. I've noticed if I just buffer my trades a couple days, I can go on a pretty crazy win streak. It was last year, June or July. I think I had an entire month of 0 lost trades, and it was just because of that mindset. Like, don't trade every day. Don't do this, don't do that, you know. Keep myself in a smaller amount of risk. The lesser of two evil kind of thinking, you know. And that's just me personally. Not everyone's going to be like that. Some people in here are going to be like, well, F that, I'm trading every day. And maybe they're okay with it. That's fine. That's just not me. But that's why it's important to kind of review yourself, track yourself, study yourself, basically. What do you suck at? What are you good at? Work on it. Try to focus on just things that you're good at for a bit while you grow. And then slowly review the things that you suck at over time. Hopefully you work on it, and if not, then fuck it. Screw it. Ignore that stuff and just focus on the stuff you're good at. No point in getting all caught up on it. Alright, for these videos, what should I type in? I think we typed in Wall Street bet losses yesterday and got most of those. Thank you for the likes, by the way, guys. I appreciate that. I know these days aren't going to have the most popular amount of views or likes on them because of, well, one, the time of day, but two, the week that we're in. We're inside of a week that has a lot of data coming out, so I know a lot of people try to just ignore everything, and I actually appreciate that because I think it's cool that if you know you don't have control over yourself, just stop looking. Hey, what's up, HVAC Will? Hi, Bueller. I hope you're doing great, brother man. You too, man. Thanks for tuning in. We were actually just finishing off all of our trades, and we're about to watch some funny-ass videos. Just because we have, you know, news coming out tomorrow, so we're just kind of chilling now. Alright, I'm typing in worst trades live reactions. Alright, we already did that one. Some of these are going to have repeat recordings, too. Because some of them were so epic, everybody had to include them. Oh, this one's good. I'm putting on my headset for this one. Triple Q looks like it wants to dump some of its gains. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, everything's kind of just up in the air right now. Because SPY's at new all-time high. IWM's kind of chilling at a spot where it could be held as a higher low or lower high. And you kind of have the same vibe here on Triple Q, which is honestly HVAC. Well, earlier I was telling my guys to just watch XLK, to watch your more true blood sector on this, because this is going to give you a, I'm not going to say more accurate view, but a cleaner view of what tech is doing. Because QQQ is a little bit mixed up with other things inside of it, but I just like to look at both. But definitely backtest that if you want to. I'm kind of watching this gaps fib right here. If you take a fib from here to here, I'm kind of watching this area, which you are right. They are kind of approaching a spot where they probably should slow down, so probably not off with that triple Q analysis. Does this have sound? It does.
There's no way to stop it. Above 120 as soon as you're running the algorithm going to be selling, and then it's going to be like a snowball effect, you know? Wait a minute, did I see what? No, wrong way! Wrong way! No. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes! No, what the fuck? It's going up now! No! No! No!
What's he freaking out about? I don't even see anything moving. Oh, he's looking at this.
Oh my god.
40K just like that?
No! 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 No!
Okay, that one's actually depressing me. I'm clicking off that one. It brings up Oni Pixel. That's hilarious.
Okay, here we go. What is this guy trading? 15,000? Oh,
We already saw that one.
oh my god.
Having some trouble here with Tesla.
We already saw this one too. Damn, you see what I'm
I
saying?
will definitely agree with him on that. There.
Okay, here we go.
Well,
I wanted
mean,
to see
he
this
must have
one.
closed out somewhere.
Watching live.
There and
Okay, this one is iconic because I was actually watching this, but I didn't know somebody was trading it to this extent. And then I went to my YouTube feed and I remember seeing nothing but this guy's face. And then half the videos got deleted. But this guy blew up for like an entire day. Like, I'm not joking. I think like damn near 500,000 people saw this within like 24 hours. It was pretty freaking crazy.
I mean, maybe the day was bullish and he got something else.
The space launch from Astra, I'm sorry, the rocket launch, in hopes of seeing the
Okay, so he is in this shit balls deep. He is already up 80K on a position that has over 600K in it, right? So he's already up a lot. It's almost 600K position.
share price rise along with a successful launch.
And he needs it to go
Maybe
up.
it'll be successful, maybe not.
This guy's long like
It's gonna be fun to see,
800,000,
regardless of
600,000.
the outcome. What
Oh
my
my
portfolio is
God.
going to be doing. it's either going up, going down, staying flat.
Wait, so this guy is trading off the news
It's either going up, going down, or staying flat.
on the rocket. So he's long a ton of shares, and if the rocket launch is successful, it'll probably do good, and if it doesn't work out, will lose money. That is an amazing way to trade.
Then go in the water
Developments.
to the machine toggle pump full to fall.
Okay, Lane, does that look good to you?
All right, here we go.
Successful deluge test.
The people in the chat right here, they're so annoying. They keep wanting to see the girl. They want to see the girl talking more than the rocket. And they keep saying, when moon. I'm pretending that the rocket
When
won't do
moon.
one. That's the right mentality to have
that's
while
awesome.
holding a stock like this. I'm expecting the rocket to crash. There's nothing wrong with having that mentality. I'm long
My God, if the rocket crashed, you'd probably lose so much money.
term.
Yeah,
Stars going
he's
up, though.
about to.
His third orbital launch attempt
Oh, he's
and our
up a
first
lot.
commercial orbital.
He has 800K in this
Like
right
this.
now.
I'm expecting the rocket to crash. There's nothing wrong with
Wait, let
having
me
that
let
mentality.
me
I'm
re-look at
long
that.
term.
How much was it?
Stars going up though.
He's up 800K.
Dude,
And
what?
So a lot of times you'll have momentum into the news, and then the news will happen,
Third
and
orbital launch
whatever the
attempt
news
and our
does.
first commercial
It's their
orbital
third
launch.
Going up
attempt.
because it looks like the rocket is going to be launched today. But the
I mean,
real
it's got
question
all the
is,
smoke
when
coming
moon?
out. When moon?
Bradley
That's
is
all we
go.
want. We want the moon.
FTS.
FTS is go.
Want it to send.
Delphin.
Delphin is go.
We're going. They're
Ether.
checking it.
Ether is go.
Odin. Inco.
Inco is go.
What happened to
Oh,
Odin?
it's not go.
They were saying Odin, everything was
I
a
am
go,
from
green light, and then
30,000
they
people.
called on one thing.
Bro,
and didn't
I'd
say
be
green
cutting
light.
half that position at the very least. Like,
Is it
what
a
the?
good time?
I don't know, it's money on gravity. It's looking good. It's
Seven,
making money.
6,
Up to 800K.
4,
Here we go.
1. Mission 0. Abort.
Oh no. Oh no, he said abort. Oh, it immediately starts to
Oh
just
no.
plummeting down. He's just
Looks like
Birdie
an
money.
abort was called at
oh
2:00.
no.
No.
No, it's because the Odin wasn't green light.
Team will look into the issue and will go
Look at the stop.
Oh my god, he's down like 120K. From the highs, this was 800K like a second ago.
Next attempt.
Next
today?
attempt.
Nah, this is
Somebody said,
crazy.
did they forget to plug it in? It was Trump's fault.
It looks plugged in.
We will
Oh
hopefully
god.
Yeah, lap that shit off.
we will begin our recycled attempt at 2 minutes,
Recycled?
15 minutes.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
15 minutes.
15
and then
minutes.
stop
That's
going
not
back
bad.
again.
Oh, it's recovering.
No, that's crazy.
Scrub for the day. Oh, they're done.
I don't want
Oh, no, he's down like
Rocket
100K.
science is complicated. So tomorrow, it looks
Ooh.
like they will be trying to launch the rocket again.
They're gonna go at it again. That's awesome. That's such a fun way to try and trade, but oh no, Tesla again.
It's always
Here we
Tesla,
go.
dude. It's always Tesla.
Oh, it's up a ton of money in after hours. That's exciting. It's up $80.
I called this trade out in my
He called
Discord.
his trade on Discord.
Oh
That's
no.
exciting.
Oh, it's this guy. Never mind.
is
We're
he?
not watching this again. Okay, we already saw these. Yeah, I figured these were gonna be compilations of the same fucking people.
Hello and welcome.
Breaking support all across the board here. Look at this.
What is going on
Position
here?
on Ethereum. He almost gets liquidated and nearly closes his position in panic, but maintains conviction and is nicely rewarded, ending a series of leveraged trades that
I don't care about success. I want to see some hate watch. We're hate watching right now. We're like Phenom right now on Counter Strike. Oh, here we
What was
go.
your biggest loss you had?
$37,000 in like 15 minutes.
How did you feel at that moment?
Feeling very sad. I remember I threw the glass of water that I had in the computer, and then I took my car, and then I just went driving, listening music.
Oh shit. Hold up. This area right here. Ooh.
Like, how much is enough, bro?
Hold up, wait. Need to wick out and go. Simple. Wick out. Come on.
Bro, I could not be sitting next to somebody while I'm trading that much.
What the fuck?
I'd be like, bro, keep your opinions to yourself.
What a fail.
Backfill, market structure shift, 15-minute downside, fair value gap. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? Bro, if this comes up.
Wow, I'm trading fair value gaps, bro. Bro, people who trade fair value gaps don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You want to trade fair value gaps? Learn from Leland.
Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck?
All these
Bro, if this
fair
comes up
value
again,
gap
man, I'm
retards.
done. Really. Bro, what in the fuck is this? This isn't even like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro, what the fuck? I have the core. Look, he has the core certification behind his head. This is literally for this. Oh my god, get me past this one. That one's gonna raise my blood pressure.
$25,000 in less than 30 minutes. Bruh.
So what is your biggest loss in trading?
It was about a $500,000 account.
Woo!
And it went bye-bye.
The thing he had behind his head was it's a course you can take. It's the most spammed BS ever. You've probably seen a lot of guys in ICT do it as well, but it's like a BS little course grad thing you can put behind your head. You can get it from my course as well, but I just thought it was stupid, so I didn't ever do it. I always love this look. Like, I promise this is the guy holding the trade, and he's like, I'm a fucking genius. Everybody knows I'm fucking smart. And then watch. Watch his face change the quickest. Unless he just keeps this. This guy's praying. This guy's praying. This guy's coping hard as fuck. What is this music they always choose, dude? That was his trade, I think. That noise. God. Alright, real quick, what's the market doing? It's holding that base right there. So, going into tomorrow, this is definitely going to be a big level to watch. This one right here. High of day, of course, will always be important. I don't know if we'll be focused on previous day closes much now. Going into tomorrow, we'll be focused on probably these two combined. This is going to be important. And I'll probably leave this. I don't know why I should delete this. I don't really see the point yet. Excuse me, let me add a couple days of this, like 30 or so. Here we are. Yeah, so this is the old all-time high supply. This is where sellers have direct control from as long as they, you know, hit it and stay under it. We could see one rejection, no rejection, huge rejection, no touch, rejection, no touch, rejection, finally pushing through it. So it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 to 9 sessions just to get above the old all-time high supply. The question is, will we have to wait another 9 days, or is this news just going to send us up? No, not that. So, very interested in that, but at least we have a clear idea of what to watch. Like, we already have a game plan for tomorrow now. Basically, whoever holds this is holding the direction. If they can break that, it's an open breakout. We already knew we were slightly bullish. If it ends up cracking under this, okay, well, we start to hesitate a little bit more. We understand bulls are not as present in this chart. Maybe we could see them pop up here. If not, then we know that we are definitely full sending to the downside. So, got a lot of very clear reasoning. I like the spacing between the levels. It's always a good sign when the spacing is really good. It's not something you can really focus on because it's something you really can't control. You're not really allowed to just sit here and be like, well, I think the level should be this far away. You know, you don't really get to decide that, so nothing we can control there. But it is good when it pops up like that, though, so that's good. Some really, really good spacing today. Amazon, daily inside bar pick. That was beautiful from the 2-a-day picks. And then I believe AMD was the other ticker, which let's go check up on that. And AMD, yeah, pretty much, we covered this earlier. This was really the only trading opportunity to the downside. After that, there really has been nothing here for you to do on this chart. So I'm not going to get on to people for not focusing AMD today. Coin did all right from the mention and stream. As soon as I started stream, I said this was a bearish retest as long as it's under 170. From then, we've just been falling. So anybody who actually traded that during stream did fine. And I don't think I covered anything else in depth enough to actually call out like a play or anything. We took profit on Ulta, which I think that fell a little bit more. Totally fine. We got the SPY plan for tomorrow. That sound was his margin call. Probably. Alright, we can watch some more videos. I just wanted to make sure I fit in some good info in there so we all understood what happened, what to look forward to, all that good stuff. Let's get back into watching some videos, though. Unwatched. Why would anyone want to watch...
Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're reacting to more.
I don't want to watch you react. I guess I have to, bro. He's got like all the only videos up here.
Hey guys, welcome back to Investing with Cole. You can expect a normal investing video later today. But for now, Everything Money just posted possibly the worst investing video in YouTube history. And it was so funny that I knew I couldn't pass up on this. In fact, I'm pretty sure some of us have theorized this video is not even going to exist within the next day or so. They're going to take it down. That's stupid. But we'll see. So what is this video called, for those of you who haven't seen it yet? The video is called How to Day Trade Alibaba. And let's just listen. This is Mo. This is their day trade expert. Let's see what.
Looks
Mo
like an
has to
AI-generated
say.
human being.
Yo, it's Mo. We're gonna do a live day trade of Alibaba, and for those.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have spoken English before, but he just said we're gonna do a live day trade of Alibaba. For those of you that don't speak English, the word live means to do it in the present. So it's not in the future, and it's not in the past. They're going to do it live. And for those of y'all who don't know who Mo is a very, very accomplished day trader. He's super successful. And how do I know Mo is such an accomplished trader? Well, because it's $80 a month.
Jesus
If you
Christ.
want to get his, as it says here, trading insight and understanding the ins and outs of what you will be seeing on your journey of trading.
Which this is sad. Because, like... This guy probably does make like a bag. You could literally go to my Discord right now. And I've had this like trick for anybody who's smart enough to look. But there's like a little legit 50% off discount that's been sitting there since the creation of my chat. And it's been like that forever. I've had people always get on to me saying like, you should take that off. Like, why? Why should I do that?
I think that's like $960
People like this exist.
a year or something. So something's $1,000.
Also, this shit's scummy, bro. There's only 54 remaining. There's only 29 remaining. Like, that's scummy.
You know, you'd expect this guy to be pretty smart and know a lot about what he's doing. So yeah, let's get back into this live
Just
day
looks
trade
like an idiot.
where he's going to day trade this live.
And for those of you with a low IQ, I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times. This is a live day trade in replay because it happened in the past. So.
Wait, okay.
Wait, whoa.
I paused like 5 seconds ago. I'm going to re-pause again. What? In fact, no, I'm not even going to comment. Let's watch this. It's only 11 seconds. Let's just watch this whole video over
11
again.
seconds
It's
in.
been 11 seconds and I'm lost.
Yo, it's Mo. We're going to do a live day trade of Alibaba. And for those of you with a low IQ, I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times. This is a live day trade in replay because it happened in the past.
Oh, yeah, of course. So we're going to do a live day trade, but in case you're an idiot, in case you're an absolute moron who's not as smart as Mo, the word live means several days ago. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm following. So when I initially clicked on this video and I saw he was doing a live day trade, I was like, oh, you know, I really respect that, because a lot of people with big channels like this would be too scared to do a live day trade because, you know, what if the trade goes wrong and they lose money? You know, people are going to call you out and you might be a little embarrassed. So I respected them for having the courage to put this out there, to do a live day trade. And then he says, oh, we're actually doing a live day trade from a few days ago. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So he's actually, so it's, you know, they recorded him doing a live day trade, but they waited a few days to put it out. That way they could make sure they recorded a day trade where he was right.
Jason, what's your username in chat? In Discord. Are you the guy I linked the guide and you didn't even reply? Did you at least download it? I'll turn the music on so it's not as quiet and eerie sounding. I'm not trying to like get onto you, I'm just just trying to get down to the bottom of it. I'm pretty sure you're the guy that I sent that thing twice. I never saw you reply. Yeah. Yeah, that was you. Yeah, check this out, bro. We're not doing a mentorship thing. If you want to focus on everybody like you just named, you need to be in the trade floor. We're in here every day. And I'm starting to stream a lot more again, so you can come in here and you can ask questions, you can talk about whatever you want to. My floor is your floor, brother. Same for here. We're trying to keep everything in the chat. If we start doing one-on-ones, it kind of takes away from the group. So let's try to keep it all in here. You have questions, bring them in here. Me, Leland, anybody will come in here and answer. This is the place to be. We need to keep it all in here so everybody can learn together. Because if you're fucking up on something, you might think you're the only person messing up on it, but you're not. Maybe that's something I struggle with. Maybe it's something Andrew struggles with. Maybe it's something Tobias struggles with, you know? So try to keep it all in here so we can all learn together. But bring any questions you have, bring anything you have in here, bring any posts you have in here. This is the place to be. Trade floor, post charts, results and review, wherever you need to go. Bring it in here. It's not like we have 1,000 people typing in chat, so it's not like it's gonna get, you know, missed or anything. But check out that link we sent. Here, I'll just go get it again. Go to pin messages and then go to this. I just re-pinned it today, just for everybody. Andrew as well. Oh, here, I'll send it YouTube chat. Can y'all actually click that or no? 'Cause sometimes links don't pop up. I was just asking if that's who you are. I'm not saying you should just read that and that's it. Like, that's all the advice I have for you. But, like, just, I would seriously try to keep it in chat. You got some shit to post before or after the market? Come into here or into here. Come into trade floor. These are the places to be. Also, I think you have... Yeah, you have premium, so I mean, you have this too. Which I know Kendra doesn't post every day, but I've been posting watch list. My boy does small cap, so if you ever want to like focus on IWM, you can watch the GOAT of IWM post. But this is definitely the main part of chat you want to be focused in. Because that's what we're here for. We're not doing one-on-ones. Like, this is where we're doing all this at. I'm not trying to get on to you. I'm just trying to explain that. I don't know if there's another way to break that down, but, like, keep it in here. I really want... I am serious about that, because I'm tired of doing these... I'm a victim of this. I do a one-on-one with somebody. It's wasted energy. And people who could have used that information that I helped that person with didn't even get to see it. You know? And then it's a waste of energy. That person never ends up trading again, and then... none of the information was shared in here either to where others could have helped or taken criticism of, you know? So I want to start keeping... if people want one-on-ones or mentorships, we need to start keeping it in the chat. It's not like we have 1 billion people in here. It's the same, like, 15 people posting every week. And it's less than that, honestly. So we need to keep it all in here. And honestly, there's a lot of plays that get posted in here, too. I'm not getting on to anybody, but I really just can't sit here and feel for somebody saying that there's no... that they can't catch any plays when Daffy, Andrew, myself, D-Touch, Nox, everybody is spamming trades. You know? And also, don't get caught in the pacing of things. Not to just Jason, to everybody here. This is for me as well. But don't get caught into these pacings where to the timings, I should say, where we have these couple days where we're all calling out and killing it, and then that next day you want to catch it too. You want to follow everybody, and you end up chasing stuff, and that's the day that no movement's happening. Guess what? We have CPI tomorrow. We have PPI. We have a lot of Fed speakers coming up the rest of this week. That's why a lot of momentum in the market has been happening. So don't get caught in the timings because you didn't get to take opportunity with us the first time. Okay, so wait for the call-outs to come again. Wait for everybody to start posting again. Don't just jump into things. Not every single day is it a great day to trade, right? It's only when the parameters line up. The jump on Apple is because of Daffy and Andrew buying the dip. Other tickers popped up after that. All good kind of stuff, you know. So it's just really, where do you want to start? Where do you want to be? No, I understand that, Jason, and I appreciate that. That's why I'm trying to talk to you this way, because I know you're not just like a sheep looking for plays, but I just want to show you guys, like, these plays aren't just to follow. Like, learn from them. I've been posting like fucking crazy in this channel, so please take the time to review. Like, this is my mentorship right here. The two-a-days. I didn't just come up with this to give you more plays. It's to give you a detailed response to, okay, this is what I do beforehand. Which I just realized I typed BTS, not BTD. I do my reviews after, which normally it's in PDF format. Yesterday I did it in a video format because it was just quicker. But every single time I do this, though, it's post before, post after, post before, post after. And then you get to do your own detailed reviewing. What the hell? Oh, that was that. I thought I was having a seizure attack. It was a little weird. Oh, okay. That freaked me out for a second. But this is where the mentorship is. Like, Daffy's putting all of his energy into here. D-Touch, Leland, myself. Like, it's all in the chat. So please, keep it here. Post in here, you know? And something I was saying earlier too, Jason, that I hope everybody really does take to heart, is don't just be that guy that comes in here and posts and expect everybody to reply to you. Like, bro, if you don't reply to other people, how do you expect them to give a shit about what you're posting? You know? And I'm not trying to be mean. That's the only way I could explain it. Like Garden Trader and Rollout, these are two really good examples. These are two people who post every single day. They don't care if I read it out loud. They don't care if I even see it. The whole point is to keep on their own ass, to stay on it. This is something we've all developed together, the routine. Going through things, posting beforehand, updating during the day. Afterwards, when you have time, review. Review since the day is closed and you can actually look at things while they're not moving. So take your time, seriously. There's a lot going on here, and like I said, don't just expect to post and be replied to. Try to interact with people. I can't tell you how many times I've replied to somebody and not been replied to. I don't care. I want to interact with people. I want to grow. I want to see what this person sees. I want to see what this person sees. I want to see what this person sees. I just said the same person twice, but like, this post right here is such a beautiful, just bland template. Like, it looks like there's a lot going on, but there isn't. She broke it down perfectly, and I didn't do anything to make her do this. She's doing this on her own. Same for Rollout. So I want to see everybody doing that. Like, if you are serious about a mentorship or being worked with more, being interacted with more, you need to be out. You need to be in here and be more interactive, be more engaging, be posting, reply to people, try to understand, you know, what are they looking at? Because you got to remember, we're all looking at the same thing in here. You know, he might have a different view of what I'm looking at, but we're all looking at the same levels for the most part. At least in this chat. I can't really say that for everywhere else. If you are willing to lose money, you should be willing to be publicly shamed. Not literally. But, like, I remember when Carter used to not post, and he was new in here. Look at him now. He's posting every day. He's my IWM guy. Like, where did he even come from? Eric, you know, Eric used to not post. Eric's very talkative, very outspoken, and he does the daily reports every single day for us now. Like, it's just, like, getting himself into it. Even if it's something as, you might think it's stupid, you know, posting this every day. You know, oh, I would hate to do that. Like, but it's keeping him in the zone. It's keeping him part of the market. It's keeping him part of the chat, so he can engage, he can keep reading things, he can keep going. People interact with him, he interacts with people. It's the way to go in this chat. I don't really know how else to put that. Oh wait, I read his question wrong. Would energy sector in the south be up or down when there's a big power outage? Most people don't know that. Most of the United States power comes from the South. I'd say a little over 33%. But Jason, are we good? I don't want to go on and keep watching this stuff and you still feel like you have things to ask. Anyone else too, not just Jason. I don't want to just target Jason. Does anybody in here else have anything else that you'd have cleared up? Basically, though, I'm just saying, lay it out on the line and chat. It's not like there's a lot of people in there, you know. I'm not the biggest person. I don't want to be. I don't want to be popular. I want to have this same group of people that we have now. I want to see these same names and faces a couple years from now. I don't want to see you guys fade away like some of these lazier individuals who just, yeah, I care, and then you get into it and then you give up. It's like, okay, well, you didn't even try. You didn't even give any effort. Some people pay to be publicly shamed. Dude, literally. It's just reps. It really is, like what Carter said. It's just reps. And, like, I'm not joking, Jason, and anybody else in here listening, like, take what some of the people in chat say to heart. Like, when I see Carter post, I don't view him as, oh, this is a member that has paid me money to be here. Fuck everything he says and every validated opinion. F that, you know? No. I'm reading his opinions and I'm like, damn, he's actually making a good point on this. I didn't even look at that. Or just viewing it to reread it again. Maybe it's something I already know, but reading it again is helping instill that confidence. You know, it's stuff like that. And I'm not trying to get on to you. I'm just very passionate about what I'm talking about. I know I sound like I'm fucking yelling at somebody right now. Who's the guy on screen? Oh, we're just watching this funny video. I'll show you in a second. Here, I'll go back. It's just a mental block that keeps me from posting and interacting. Been part of the group since like 2020. I just have mental. You're good, dude. You're good. We all are like that. Like, honestly, like I'm a pretty to myself kind of person. Like, I really am. I only open myself up when it's with you guys. I feel like I'm a loner and I'm happy with it. I don't care about that stuff. Like, I hate talking to people, but I only open up when I'm in chat. You should definitely try to work towards that same feeling. Open up, post more, talk about yourself. Maybe I should do a welcome channel and we should all talk about ourselves in that channel so people can understand who we're talking to a little more. But do not have that block, Jason. Your name is so familiar. You've been around a long time. You said since like 2020. That's a long time. You should be pretty popular, honestly. It's not like it's important to be popular in chat, but just like being around that long, you know, people are going to recognize your name. I wouldn't let, what is stopping you, I guess I should say? You have a mental block. What is this mental block? Like, are you scared of other people? Are you scared of opinions? Are you scared of criticism? Or maybe you don't care about posting because it's kind of in your head. You know, maybe you're not a needing to post it kind of person, and that's totally fine. I'm not judging you if you are. But Mighty One, this is just a funny video we were watching. I'm just trying to answer my boy Wall Street, or Al Street, sorry. I always remember your name as Wall Street, I'll be honest with you, Jason. Every time I've seen ALST, I'm like, oh, it's Wall Street. And honestly, like, this is the place to talk about it. It's not like remember, there's not 100 people in here. Like, there are thousands of people in chat. There's probably hundreds reading, but there's only a set number of people who are actually going to speak out and actually like have the confidence to talk and chat. You know, it's the people who have taken the time to get these reps that have the passion, you know, to do this. So just don't give up on yourself, man. Seriously, like, just build up some motivation, some passion. Interact with people. Get to know a couple people in chat. Remove some of those mental blocks. Because you got to think about this. Like, I put it like this because I don't want people to think about it the wrong way. But, like, right here. With Garden Trader, for example. So, like, why is she posting this? It's to give herself a before open plan, right? She's holding herself to something, right? So let's say the day goes on and it breaks out, it comes back down, it does whatever, right? And she does whatever kind of trades. It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, she can hold herself to what she talked about beforehand and judge herself based on what she did during the market, right? So she does a bunch of random stuff. It's like, what was I doing? You know, I didn't plan any of that. That wasn't written down anywhere in here. You know, she can hold herself to that because it was something that was planned beforehand. So it's just stuff like that. It's not even just for, you know, for her. It's for everybody. Yes. Oh, wait, I already read that. I've been trying to post more, but it's just a habit I don't have yet. Wish I had a better reason, but just inertia. No, that's fine. And I was trying to get at that too. I just didn't know how to put that. That's a lot more intelligent way of putting that. But yeah, like getting the momentum into posting, that's fine. Like if you guys are just getting 1 or 2 posts in a week, that's fine. Work towards that. Build off of that. Get comfortable with small amount of posting and then build off of that. It doesn't have to be active. Only post something that actually matters to you. Or if you're just going to react to somebody or to interact, you know, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be like paragraphs. That and Baby 3 coming in a few weeks, keeping me from focusing. That's totally fine, Dr. J. Honestly, congratulations. That's pretty incredible. I can see why you're slowing down too, though. That's fair. I'm absolute trash, but I'm going to put the effort. But always open to PPI to reach out. Oh, to people. Sorry, I read that wrong. To reach out because I know I needed that too. Carter was in the exact same seat you're in, Jason. And he has a channel now, which I think is rare because, like, if you guys know me from the past, I'm very against giving someone their own channel because of how people act. I won't get any further into that, but it's just like it turns into an egotistical thing. I love that Carter has completely taken over, and I look at this stuff. I go back and I look like, let's see, did Carter post today? I've even been in here some days because some days he pretty much posts between 7 and 8, but some days he'll post a little bit later, and I get ready to post the IWM chart. Right as I'm about to post it, he posts it. Actually, you've been pretty good about it recently. Maybe it was just that one day. I'm trying to find it so you don't think I'm crazy. Oh, here it is. This was like the latest he's ever posted. It's still damn near 10 minutes before open. So he's on top of it. And then Eric. Eric's another great example in this exact regard. Eric, this might not even be useful to everybody. You know, who cares, right? But he posts this because he wants everyone to be aware of, like, yo, at 10:30, oil's coming out. News is coming out for oil. Yo, this is happening this day. This is earnings in case you're... Is there a ticker named AZZ? No fucking way. As. That's funny. I didn't even know that. Or stuff like that, see? This one is my favorite. I love that he posts this every day because the moving the market notes are always the best. What is this song? Okay. But just giving them their own channel. Jesus. I'm just glazing Daffy because I love it. I'm happy for him. Alright, let's watch this funny video now. Hell yeah, I do. It's confidence I need to build and make sure my ego... Yeah, so it sounds like you and Doctor are kind of on that same page of, like, just building off of momentum. I really wouldn't think of it as a mental block. Take it as a staircase approach. Wall Street, sorry. I keep calling it Wall Street now. Again, just get a couple, maybe before open post, maybe during the day, update and trade floor. Sometimes you'll see me do it too. If I see nobody's posted for a while, I'll just go throw a SPY chart in there just because maybe someone doesn't know what's going on with SPY and they just want to know. But they can't post themselves. Go be that person. Go be that, go fill in that void. Be the glue. That's what I try to be, is the glue. And in turn, it helps you out a lot. It helps you out with reps. It helps you out with just kind of thought process, how you're thinking things through. You'll have also confident info. You won't just be like, oh, I know what a 40%... No, you will know what a 40% entry is. You will know what a retest entry is. You know the 3 types of retest. You know exactly what you're looking at. You don't have to sit there and question or think about it. Allowing you to react faster. So again, just reps.
You're an idiot in case
I want to watch this.
Reiterate this video over again. It's been 11 seconds and I'm lost.
Yo, it's Mo. We're going to do a live day trade of Alibaba. And for those of you with a low IQ, I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times. This is a live day trade in replay because it happened in the past.
Oh yeah, of course. So we're gonna do a live day trade, but in case you're an idiot, in case you're an absolute moron who's not as smart as Mo, the word live means several days ago. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm following. So when I initially clicked on this video and I saw he was doing a live day trade, I was like, oh, I really respect that, because a lot of people with big channels like this would be too scared to do a live.
A lot of people with big views would be scared to do live trading playlist. I have an entire playlist you can do with the trade log. I have an entire scalp series without a trade log. I have another live trade series. These are all live. These aren't replays. Some of them are, but most of them aren't.
What if the trade goes wrong and they lose money? People are going to call you out, and you might be a little embarrassed. So I respected them for having the courage to put this out there, to do a live day trade. And then he says, oh, we're actually doing a live day trade from a few days ago. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So it's, they recorded him doing a live day trade, but they waited a few days to put it out. That way they could make sure they recorded a day trade where he was right. That's what I thought this meant. It turns out I was still wrong about what this meant. I was wrong twice about what this video was about. When he says we're going to be doing a live day trade, the word live doesn't actually mean anything. Instead, what he's going to do here is he's pulled up the Alibaba stock chart from, I think, last Friday. I don't actually know. Point is, it's from several days ago. And he's basically going to go, okay, so you know how Alibaba did this several days ago? Well, here's what you should have done. So let's watch this a little bit more.
So not in the present, in the past, it's a replay. So you don't need to put in the comments that, hey, it's not live. Yes, I know that. I'm probably smarter than you, so it's okay. We'll go ahead and go from here.
I'm probably smarter
Alibaba.
than you.
So today
I just want to point out real quick, the guy doesn't even know what the word live means, but it's been 20 seconds and he's already called the audience stupid twice. Meanwhile, the guy can't speak English.
Perfect setup for a day trade, and I love this replay option. Again, this is a replay. This is not live, but it's going to be shown as live. So
how many times is he going to reiterate that? What instead of reiterating it 4 times, why don't you just use the right word to describe it? I mean, that would be like if I set up a Tinder profile and I was like, hey guys, I'm 7 feet tall, and just to reiterate, I'm 5'11".
Remember, we had a big move from Alibaba overnight, so all of that overnight stuff is just settling down. Let's go to the next candle. Again, this is a replay live for those of you trolls. I troll harder, trust me. You get even...
Yeah, for those of you trolls out there who think that the word live means something happening live, I troll harder than you. I had sex with your mom last night. I'm Mo from Everything Money. Why is he acting like a child? I don't get it. He's putting out the stupidest video. Let's actually dive. I'm sure you guys already figured it out. But real quick, just because he's being such an asshole to the audience, let's dive into why this is stupid. All he is doing, as actually a comment on this video pointed out perfectly, this is the exact same as running like a lottery channel, and then like at the end of every week you make a video saying how you predicted the numbers from like 4 days ago, but you never actually bought a ticket. Like you didn't actually win the lottery, you didn't buy the ticket, but you claim that you predicted the numbers after they came out. And I'll say this, it's not just Everything Money. This is a lot of investing channels. What's the advice I give on my channel? I say buy either VOO, VTI, or VT, 3 different Vanguard index funds. And I can't give you exact numbers, but I can guarantee you'll be looking pretty good 30, 40 years from now. You will not look too shabby compared to other investors. You will outperform most people investing.
Okay, but this argument's invalid. He's arguing that he's an investor. This guy's talking about day trade. These are 2 different styles of trading.
If you buy one of those 3 index funds, I just know that. Okay, I don't have to wait until 2060 to tell you that was a smart idea, because I already know it's a smart idea. These other channels, like this video, why do you not do a live day trade? Okay, probably because he doesn't know what he's doing, if I had to guess. Do you know how stupid I would feel if all my videos were me looking at the last week and going, hey guys, here's what you should have bought? Do you know how embarrassing that would be? You see, this was kind of like the financial news channels. Like, I'm kind of thinking like Jeremy specifically.
Like, and this is why I like to cover this stuff too, because like, the after stuff is fine if you talk about some shit beforehand. Like, he's skipping before and the during, and he's just jumping straight to the after. Whereas most people, or me, will do the before, and the after. I mean, the during is like kind of on you. What kind of entries you're wanting to take, because everyone's different. Daffy will post some, I'll post some, but it's different, right? I really wouldn't mind this if he at least talked about before, like a video that came out before this moved and was like, yo, look, this is how we should have a template on our chart. If it does this, we should react this way. If it does this, we should react this way, right? At least a before, right? But he doesn't even give the before. He's just jumping straight to the, look, guys, look how perfect this was and how you didn't do it correctly. It's like, what the fuck?
End of every day, he posts a video about what the market did.
That's just crazy.
I don't watch all Jeremy's videos, but I feel like he doesn't even make predictions anymore. I feel like he sees.
Yeah, see, he's saying it now. He's saying it now. He's saying predictions.
Down 2%.
Like, he's not even doing that.
Video going, hey guys, the Nasdaq went down 2% earlier, and the comments are like, wow, Jeremy, you're right. How'd you know that thing that happened several hours ago? This is an embarrassment to everything money. What serious investor says, hey, we're going to do a live day trade, and for you dumbass trolls out there, yeah, I know it's not a live day trade. I know I'm just looking at stuff I already know that happened. It would almost be better if he wasn't such a douchebag during it. Like, if he didn't constantly, every second, talk about how the audience is a bunch of dumbass idiot trolls. Like, this would almost be kind of good. Also, if the name didn't say live day trade, if you knew what English words meant, and you weren't such a jerk to the audience, it would almost be a little better. And this is actually a video idea. I might still make this into a video, but I kind of scrapped the idea. You know, with the market downturning, there have been a lot of people, a lot of channels jumping on this bandwagon, basically just calling out the YouTubers lost a bunch of money. They basically, all these channels, like Everything Money, called out Jeremy. A lot of these channels in the bear market have been dogpiling on the YouTubers losing money. I want to make a video telling you guys, hey, be careful. Just because somebody knows that somebody else is wrong, it doesn't make them right. So let me just give you an example.
Thank you.
Let's
this
say
is
there's
such a
a
good
big
point.
YouTuber going around telling everybody that water is orange. Like, that's the natural color of clear water is orange. And people are like, that's stupid. Water's not orange. Everything Money makes a video going, you know, oh, water's not orange. You know, Jeremy, he's an idiot. He thinks water's orange. He's so stupid. And everybody, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm going to listen to Everything Money because they
Yeah,
called
1
him
second,
out.
Duffy.
And then Everything Money makes another video where they're like, yeah, water's actually purple. So even though they were smart enough to call out, like, the people who are wrong, it doesn't mean they're right. Like, idiots can still recognize when other people are wrong. It doesn't mean they're smart.
Thank you.
Either. So when you see some channel making fun of, like, Kevin, making fun of Jeremy, just dig a little deeper into them. Just because they're calling out the stupid people doesn't mean they're smart. You need
Exactly.
to dig a little deeper and see
Exactly.
these people know what they're talking about as well. It's so easy to act high and mightier than people while you yourself have no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, that's kind of the wrap up of this video. He goes on to say, like, oh yeah, I bought
I'm
it the exact
this,
bottom
dude.
and sold it the exact top or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We should have a video coming out later today about how people underestimate just how good saving money is for your finances. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day.
For a second, I thought I did the math wrong. I was like, wait. That was really good. I actually liked that. I like how he touched up on that point too, like, just because someone's calling them out doesn't make them right. Like, doesn't mean that they're valid now. Which, that happens a lot in this community. It's a huge reason I've stepped away from Twitter. It's because you have tons of people calling each other out, and then it makes people look valid. And then next thing you know, the people jump to them, and they're like, oh, we love you now, we trust you. And then it just keeps going in this continuous chaotic cycle, and it's just crazy. And I've personally called out traders 100 times bigger than me, and I've gotten nothing but hate from it. So that's why I've just stepped away from it. Because personally, I've called out, what's his name? What's his stupid name? Kevin Trades, and then there was the other guy. The bigger guy. I can't remember his dumb name. But Daffy, you want to get in a call? I gotta edit some charts.
Hey, brother, can you hear me?
What's up, Daffy?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, buddy. Hey, how you guys doing? It's been a while.
Alright, let me turn you up, actually.
Okay. I have my kids with me and I'm driving, so,
You're good.
Yes. Okay.
I'm just editing some charts. How you doing, bud?
Good,
Dude,
man.
sick,
How you
sick
doing, man?
fucking plays, bro. Sick fucking
Well,
plays on Palantir and
was a
Apple, bro.
was a good week, man. I can't complain so far. I had I had one bad trade though on Monday.
Ah, fuck that
Actually,
trade.
yeah, it was by I was pretty much I wanted that move the past 2 days, like sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday. I wanted the moves that happened. I wanted them on Monday, not not the drop on Monday. I was expecting actually a drop tomorrow, Thursday, and then we up again on Friday. I was just, part of a visualization. If I learned something from you, bro, it's about visualizing a trade or visualizing the market using the levels, right? So I was bullish after I saw the Monday's candle. Like I always ask the people who know me, like D Touch and uh, what's Pop Street, if I remember correct, his nickname is. When I talk to these guys, I always ask questions like why we didn't go lower, why we didn't go higher. Once you understand and asking these questions, you might be able to gauge the market better using the levels that we know them. It is not hard. It just you
Yeah,
have to trust the process.
it's like two different steps. It's like one, you got to learn what levels are you drawing, and then you got to and why are they important, and then two, you got to learn, all right, when the hell do I need to use these in the correct order? Like when this level's here and this level's here, because they're not always in the same exact spot. It's always different, you know. So it's like
Right.
just gotta look at it the right way.
Exactly, man. And look at the volume. Look at the candlestick patterns we have. Like D-Touch mentioned, we might have we had a bearish kicker on Monday, but the conversation I had with him was, yeah, higher volume with red candle, but didn't broke any major, like a big level to be bearish yet, right? And me and him were discussing about support resistance, and if we're going, I think below 570 or 567 area, I was for putting foots 100%. Like we was breaking major support, we might see a huge flush. We saw bulls did the exact opposite. Bulls stepping in on the right time at the right level, and
Exactly at the right level. That was huge. It was at the right level. It was.
I know it's easy to speak after the fact, but you have, as a trader, you have to visualize the entire process. You can't just say I'm bearish because of that without having any support behind it, or bullish without having any support. It's just you waking up and you're feeling bullish. Yeah, as long you respect the levels will respect you. That's just how I see it. And we didn't do any complicated trading, bro. It's all about levels.
It was literally the before, the during, the after. It was like before we're talking about potentially watching it, bam, posting the trades to get in. That's the during, and then after reviewing, that's the most fun part because we get to talk about the before and the during. We talk about the whole process, like you said.
Right, man. I know I'm struggling with my entries still. I might not get the best entries just because I'm trusting the level more than the candle, or the trend. Sometimes this is some stuff that I know I'm lagging at, and the sooner, and I recommend this to everyone, the sooner you understand this, will be much. I think will make you a better trader. Understanding where you're lagging and start to work on these things. I'm trying to start getting entries at the lead tests or reverse lead test, right? If I'm bullish or bearish, depends on the scenario. You have to, like, this is just me. I'm talking to myself right now. Is like work on these things and trust the levels more. And we didn't use any because I saw some people on social media, Twitter, posting weird indicators. I don't know why, and I don't know why they're complicating the trading with those indicators. Don't get me wrong, they're good if you know how to use them properly. They're bad if you just dependent on them. just my 2 cents, bro.
Nah, preach, bro. I love it.
If my DMs are always open to anyone have any questions. Like I have people message me randomly, like, "Hey, man, how can I get better?" Like I get tons of message. What do you see on this ticker? I don't mind replying. Just if you have questions, I'm here for you. Like anybody else. I think I saw React with Up Street working together. I love to see these things. I love when and I see traders working together because it's a lonely game. You need that second opinion,
It
right?
is,
You need
dude.
that.
It'll make you go crazy.
Oh yeah, you need a buddy. You need to somebody to share your at least your if you're a bias or something. Share and also when you're sharing, accept the answer, accept the reply.
Yeah,
It
accept
doesn't
it.
mean
Don't see it and be like, oh well, fuck that guy. I don't think any of that's right. Like you just hate everything.
right,
Like no, you take it in. Like listen to their criticism.
right. Take it in, go back test it, or do another review. Maybe you miss something. Just don't rely only on just one reply you didn't like and that's it. That's all I have to say, man. I just, I enjoy the group. You know that. It's been fun so far. It's been a great year.
I was actually touching on that point today too, because I was trying to tell Jason and a couple other just people in general here, not just Jason, but it's not just to like go into chat and learn from others. Like it's also just for that support. You know, it's kind of hard to do this shit like you were saying on your own. Like you really do need help. Just that moral support's everything.
Oh yeah, man. And the videos you do, bro. Like if somebody spend a day, just a day, review the videos that you post every single day. They go back and review and make some good notes. You will improve a lot. People don't get it. People think you need 100 strategies to be a winner. You don't need 100 strategies. I use only one. I found one that is working for me, right? And I use the lead test as my secondary, right? Opinion or confidence, if you want to call it. That's all I use. I don't use anything fancy. Oh, I forgot to mention. I use the RSI indicator, but as I mentioned before, I use the RSI. RSI.
Oh, RSI.
Yeah. No, not RSR. RSI. The only reason I use it it's for my swing plays, and I have a different approach to it. I don't sell just because it's oversold or overbought. I don't do these things. I just use it to identify where the momentum is. I don't use it
as a guide.
Oh, it's over. Exactly. Just when I swing things, but during my intraday trading, I don't use it at all. Actually, I have it completely off. And, yeah, bro, it's.
Well, that's
it's
good though. You
simple,
found
man.
something. You found something to give you more comfortability and maybe not dictating your decisions, but guiding them a little bit.
Exactly, because I'm not the best swing trader, as you guys know. I'm very
Shut
good
the
day
hell
trader.
up. This man
I'm not the best.
This man just destroyed Apple and Palantir. He's gonna sit here and try to tell me he's not a good swing trader. Shut your ass up.
If I told you I had Palantir 42 call for next week, I had how many? Seven contracts, I think. It was expensive play, and on Monday when we start flushing, I cut that thing for 10% loss. Yeah, I'm upset about that. I should have, because I was heavy in, I didn't want to risk much, so I cut it for a loss. And today, and yesterday, Palantir has been running like crazy. But it's okay. We made the loss. We made some money back when we move on, right? It's part of the game.
Part of the process.
Exactly.
Jason said, I no longer use the RSI as an overbought or oversold indicator. I use it to determine trend direction and strength. That's kind of what Daffy's pointing out to as well. He says, my confidence level is still low though, but I think it's the right thing to do. Above 50 bullish, below 50. Yeah, that's fine. See what you're doing, Jason, and this is exactly what my whole system is revolved around, is setting rules for yourself. You're setting a parameter. So it doesn't matter if what you're doing is good or not. The fact that you're sticking to doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, giving you a consistent path, that's going to give you consistent results, which means you can actually consistently look at that and be like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing wrong and this is what I'm doing right. That's all that we care about, are just consistent. We don't really actually care what people use to trade. I prefer you use the system that I put out, but if you're going to use something like that, I'm just glad to hear that you have a rule for it. That's all that matters, dude. The rule rule is everything. It's a parameter. You're giving yourself something to follow every time something happens. It's like a trigger, which is very important. So there's nothing wrong with that.
As long as you know what you're doing and you back test it and you trust in it, that's all you need, man. I mean, I trust. Like, I want to say 95% is the levels, especially weekly. Weekly is my favorite so far. Been one of the, I don't know, man. For me, I think I can manage my trades around weekly levels. You can use daily levels for daily emerging for entries and exits if people prefer that. But again, you're gonna have to go back and back test whatever you want to.
What you prefer, yeah. See, that's what you did though.
Exactly.
You back test the system, and you're like, well, I like it, but I like this more, and I'm gonna do this. That's fine. Like that's you're not hurting my feelings.
Exactly.
I'm happy to hear it.
But again, it's back to your system, right? Everything. I want to say, like, everything goes back to the initial process, and it's how everyone wants to make it their own way. It's simple in my opinion. What else? I wanted to say one more thing, bro. I forgot. But yeah, it's been great, man. It's been great.
Trading or just live?
Everything.
That's good. I'd love to hear that.
Well, besides I get less sleep, but yeah, it's been good.
I feel you.
But how you guys? You doing okay, Josh? Everything's good with you?
Could be better, but I'm working back into getting new things, so it's all right. I'll be better eventually.
I feel you. When was it? I want to say when we had the chop on Spy. Yeah, it was bad for me. I was like, man, Spy doesn't respecting the levels. Sometimes you will get that when.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta realize, like, wow, this shit's just not doing anything. This is all chaotic. Like, I just don't need to be touching any of this.
Exactly. Sometimes you understand this once you see the chop, the first 30 minutes maybe, or the first hour in the market. You can tell the market doesn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'll check back on this in a couple hours.
Yeah. I did a couple mistakes. When was it? 2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, I did a couple mistakes, but I was able to manage my losses early. And also, I was like, sometimes I'm very light on my plays when I see chop. When I see chop, I don't want to go much. You know, it's expensive to me is anything above $200. That's expensive to me. That's I'm heavy in, right? And anything below that, like 50 to $70, I call that my normal. And sometimes I go way cheaper, where I would say, it's $20. That's what I'm willing to risk. Because if I go that low, that means I'm expecting a choppiness. Or sometimes you guys see me, risky, I'm very light because I'm expecting something, but maybe not be today, might be the next 2 days. Something like that, based on the price action or based on where I see bulls stepping in and where bears stepping in. That's all, man. I just wanted to share some things, but
I always love when you come in here.
I might do a live stream, not live, yeah, one of these on Stock Talk. Like, I want to share some parts of the buying pressure and selling pressure. I want people to start seeing this more. Maybe I can benefit somebody because they have been working great for me. Understanding where buyers stepping in and where sellers stepping in. Once you understand that part, I think anybody can do very well. And combine it with the levels, then you have a solid system in place. It's not complicated. But once you understand visualizing where everybody's stepping in, and I think.
Hey, whenever you want to do that, let me know, and I can set up a thing so people can look forward. They'll see like an announcement.
Yeah, no, I would do that. Maybe sometime next week. Next week, pretty much I'm free. Free on the weekend. I'm free Monday and Tuesday. I'm gonna be on work
Okay,
on
bet.
Wednesday and
Well,
Thursday. So,
maybe I can get you in some of my streams then.
all right, brother. Bet. I know market is closed and everybody wants to go do their own thing, so I'm not gonna hold everyone here
You're good.
to listen.
I'm typing up my 2-a-day review right now.
All right, my guy. Well, it was nice talking to you, man, and the chat. Keep it up, and as I said, my DMs are always open.
Same here. Good to talk to you again, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Dropping that knowledge.
I didn't enjoy anything, man. Just it's common sense. Two things you need in life. You need manners and common sense, and everything else you will succeed with. That's all you need.
Who was that?
That's my son. Like, let's go. I'm gonna take them to the playground, so
Oh, that sounds fun.
they're excited. All right, my guy. All right, guy. You see my kids now getting hyped right now.
All right, be safe, man. Have fun.
All right, guys. Nice talking to you.
You too, man. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
See, like, shit like that, I was literally just explaining, like, we have so many people in here who just want to see other people grow. Like, he just came in here and ranted how he just wants to see people grow. Like, that's all he cares about. Didn't care about the excess bullshit. You just gotta interact. We post every day, even when I don't stream. Who's all still here with me watching this? You don't have to sit here and watch this. I'm just trying to get it out of the way. Y'all didn't watch the video, so I'm assuming y'all like the PDFs a lot more. So I'll just stick to doing PDFs. I think that video only got like 20 views, and that was like after a whole day. The beginning, I think there was like 5 views, so I don't think people like the video format as much, so I'm gonna stick to doing the text format. Because why not? Typing doesn't hurt, right? I'm just trying to keep the format the exact same. Yeah, that's all fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I did not mean to do that. I don't know why I'm not just using my keybinds. Alright. Should be everything, right? Let's see, double test. Oh no, it's not everything. I need to put this at the bottom. Nice to hear from you, brother. Oh, he's talking about him. You're 577, 63 level on spy. Is that from Emerging Candles? My bad. 1 second. Let me paste this real quick. Alright, that's fine for me to finish, and I could type it out. What were you asking? Spy. He said... What's up, Shadow? Good seeing you, man. I'm just doing my 2-a-day review. These special posts I've been doing recently in the Levels channel. 577.63, Jason, let's go look. I believe that's the old all-time high. No, it's not. I'm sorry. This is a fib extension level. There are no emerging candle levels up here. Everything you see... Here, let me zoom this so it's not as hard to see. Everything you see... Holy, why did I zoom that so hard? Alright, one more time. Everything you see is either a... So this is the old all-time high, this dotted line. I'm going to leave that there for a while because basically in the future I need to see if we ever, continue to go up. If we ever come back down, I need to see, is this a full-term retest? Am I getting a mid-term retest? Stuff like that. Oh, that was the call ending. Give me a heart attack. So these are either psychological levels or fib extension levels, which there's 2 different methods I've been using to draw these, and I've been drawing them on stream and showing people how to do them themselves. Here, let's do a different chart. This is a little hard to look at. What is that chart? But basically, I go to the weekly. I took this from Leland. And sometimes you can do this where you go backwards. So draw your fib backwards. So normally you're drawing from this high to this low. But I'm going backwards to give myself future forward targets. These are just calculated targets that I've drawn out in the front. I think these recent ones are actually from here. Yeah, they are. So I don't remember exactly where I got that one. Probably was from the daily to some extent. But I promise you it was like this. It was like me going upwards with a fib to get a future target. I only do that when it's not so clear what's above this. Like, yeah, now you could be like, oh, well, it's 580, 585, 590. No shit. That's easy to call out. But it's really hard to call it out when you're just now seeing it for the first time. So I probably drew it and I messed it up. Yeah, I'm still not understanding how I got that one, to be honest with you. Huh. Well, that's how I got it, but I don't know where exactly I drew it from. Great. Did I delete the wrong chart? No, we're good. Whew. I was about to cry. So I drew it to some extent like that. I don't quite remember why, but it seems to be pretty effing effective, so I might as well leave it. Damn near was the high of day. Oh, no, you're good, Jason. I honestly was like, wait, is it an emerging candle? Then I forgot we hit new all-time high. I was like, wait, that was dumb. I should have known that. Alright, I'm going to type this up now, guys. I'm going to still stream just to finish this off, so if you want to sit here and chill and comment or whatever, that's fine as well. But basically, the whole point of these is to go... Oh, here, I'll start over from the beginning. The whole point of these is to kind of... So, before the next day, I post these. So I'll give you like 2 picks. Basically, this is just to kind of give you a 2-a-day, is what I call them. It gives yourself 2 heavily detailed and thought out charts and focus on them alongside the market, whether you're watching whatever sector. In this case, today we had an Amazon inside bar. I showed the smaller time frame with all the levels. I showed the bigger time frame to see. I normally show this chart first to show you why am I looking at it, and then I zoom down to this chart and I throw every level I have on it. So therefore, you have a good view on why am I looking at it, and then what is everything here? What is all there? Same thing for AMD. Past couple times I posted this, I was focused on this gap and this gap fib. You can see today we actually rejected the gap fib. Today there really wasn't much of a trade for AMD though. My original plan was for people to either watch for rejections of this or breakdowns under 171.75, which that actually ended up happening today. Here on AMD, you can see they actually did crack 171, whatever I said. And they ended up breaking down under it with a pretty good reaction, but you can see the first candle of the day really ruined that chart because this also makes the contracts a little more expensive, IV's a little higher because now they're expecting this to be able to go farther. So contracts are pricier and they're not moving as well. So to catch this chart, I'm really not going to bash anyone, but there was one ideal entry for anybody that was watching this that was talked about. And in my notes, you'll see this posted as well. I'm only going to cover entry points that I think were possible based on how the system is supposed to be used. Like, if it's some random shit that I didn't talk about, you're not going to see me count it. I'm only going to count the entries I talk about, right? And if there are other entries you find that I didn't talk about, that is also fine. Just know that I'm not going to sit here and break it down. Yes, sometimes you'll see me mention, I think in week or day 1 or day 2, there was a setup like that where I talked about a bunch of setups. The one setup that, of course, worked wasn't the one I was talking about. I even included that, the fact that I didn't break it down, but if you had caught that, good on you for just having knowledge of how this is supposed to look. But yeah. So let's cover some points now. So what I'm doing now is I'm just covering what has happened now from my detailed plan, from my plan from beforehand. You're not going to see me cover things that are unrealistic. Like instantly you should see there's a 40% entry and an 80% right at 183.79. So there's 2 types of entries right there. And then not only that, what entries were there? What could have kept you in the trade besides indicators? Trend, right? We had a new high made, came down, made a higher low. No new high. Okay, you could be a little scared here. Higher low made. Okay, we're still all right. Still a little worried about this high not being made right here. They pop it. All right, now I'm not as worried about it. Now I just need to see this new high made. Awesome, they made it. So you're just kind of talking to yourself about realistic parameters you can set for yourself. Will, to answer your question, and this is actually confusing, so I'm really not even mad that anybody would think to ask this, because it is actually confusing, and it's entirely my fault. The TA routine is just levels you grab from the daily time frame. They're just bigger time frame charting. It's the style of charting. You grabbing those emerging candles. That's what the TA routine is. And then zooming down to the smaller time frame and adding those pre-market levels, previous day high levels. The beginning of my routine, though, was only set on the BB system. The BB system is pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, previous day low. Also how to trade to each one, right? So if you have one level above the other, you trade from that level to that level, right? That's the BB system. I then expanded onto it and added the TA routine because I was tired of not having longer price history, because my entire system is price history. The BB system, the pre-market levels, the previous day levels, that's all short-term price history. That's all right there from yesterday or today, right? Whereas the TA routine adds historical price history. It's adding levels from maybe it's a year ago, maybe it's 5 years ago. On some of these charts, it's even longer than that. So it is a little confusing, and it's entirely my fault, but they are basically the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all price history. BB system is the type of entries. The types of entries are just the types of entries. I don't really have like a name for that, but it is my fault that it is confusing. So thank you for asking that. Workshop 11, brother. Exactly, Workshop 11. It really covers everything. Yes, open and close. Sorry, I forgot those as well. Yes, the open and close. Sorry, I'm thinking about like 8 things at once, Jason. Sorry. But yes, the open and close also. The open, the close, the high, the low, the pre-market high, the pre-market low, the next day's open, which we call the current day open, the CDO. All that. That was all the BB system. That was all like... That was the basics of my system when I first started trading, because I noticed, wow, I'm getting really good at breaking pre-market high and making it to previous day high. I noticed that that was something that would happen a lot, right? And then I started to expand on that, and that's why you have all that. But the TA routine was more expanded on because it adds historical levels. Like, you see these levels here? Of course we have these. I wouldn't have this level from the BB system, though. I wouldn't have that from previous day or pre-market. I have to go to the daily time frame to get that. So that's why I did that, and that's why the names were different at the time. But they are the exact same thing. And there's no special name for the types of entries. They are just what they are. The 40% is an open range breakout. The 80% is a retest. Of course, good high probability retest. The Lee test, of course, can be seen as a lower high retest. The 90% is a liquidation trade where you have that breakout, but then it instantly closes back under again. They're just labels to kind of help people remember them better. It was my goal to have like better labels, so it was just really easy to memorize, because I really do believe memorization is the key to a lot of this. It really isn't your emotional state. If you can memorize everything, you'll grow your confidence. If you can grow your confidence, you'll have better trading decisions. It's just going up the ladder. So sorry for the confusion, but it is all the exact same shit. It's just how it came out. The BB system was first, then later on I added historical levels, so I just thought, let's have another system. You know, it's the same shit though. So when you hear me say BB system TA routine, I am saying the exact same thing. I'm just so lost in my own like terminology that I just keep saying them both. So I am sorry about the confusion. I have for a long time thought that was a pet peeve, because it's like, damn it, I made that. All right, so I need to focus now. You guys can see how truly shit I am and how much I rely on Google fixing my words. In short, the plan today was to take advantage of the inside bar IB on the daily for an intraday opportunity. Plan was watching, whoops, for breakouts over 183.80 or under 180. 20. Oh wait, no. 180.92. Sorry. With outside levels as targets to help us see how strong the breakout is. Both. Oh wait, hold on. I need to do another point. 40% and 80% showed themselves as ours took control of the top of the IB from the daily. Now I'm typing a lot. Can you tell I'm motivated? I'm telling you, man, typing and getting into it really helps. Just started practicing the lead test. Just wow, don't really have much words. I saw the video. One of the members making 610%. Oh, you need to watch the whole playlist, honestly. I have a lot of my like later on trades from my playlist are all like lead tests and stuff too. Shit, even my if you think about it, even my Ulta trade was technically a lead test if you want to break it down. I didn't really think about it like that, but so this trade was a, I mean, I guess I didn't get the optimal entry, but you have a high, you have a double top, they reject, they break structure, okay? That's rule 1. We need structure broken for lead test to be activated, right? So now we know from this high to wherever this falls down to, I'm going to be drawing a fib to, right? So I'll fib from this high down to the first green candle. You can see they actually came back up. I was actually more focused on this, but in the same concept, it's what I'm looking for. And it went up to where I wanted. Rejected. I didn't like that it was still holding this, so I waited, and then the next day happened. I was like, all right, I gotta get in. This would be stupid not to get in. I got in at the end of the day. It fell a little bit more, give us more cushion. Today was just a little bit of a retest beginning of the day, and then it finally followed suit with the trend it was supposed to be in, and then I just used a fib extension to help me out. But this was technically a lead test too, and I didn't even think about it, because all it is a break of structure. Find the calculated lower high. It's going to be in this area most of the time, and then trade away from that calculated lower high. If you also get the liquidation trade that happens above here, let's say they go above it and then they close back under, sometimes that 80% happens right here. No, not in Workshop 11. Workshop 11 is just like everything my system has. It shows how you get the levels, how you trade from each level, what types of entries do we have, you know, in between the levels, of course. And then there's other things that kind of add on top of that. So I would honestly go to this playlist and click playlist, and then I'd go to road to consistency, and I would focus on this because this kind of puts it in order of things you should be looking at. How to identify and trade the lead test. This is from over a year ago. Damn, I got 1,900 views. That's crazy. And it's from the man himself that invented this. He gives you a checklist, what to look for. They're not all going to look the same, but your trade should look the same every single time. Yo, he replied! That guy replied! I honestly am surprised I have more subs than him. When I saw his channel, I was like, this guy's got at least 100k subs. And then I saw he had less. I thought that was surprising. His content's very high quality. Alright, so in short, the plan today was to take advantage of the inside bar on the daily for an intraday opportunity. Plan was watching for breakouts over 183.80 or under 180.92 with outside levels emerging candles as targets to help us see how strong the breakout is. Both the 40% and the 80% showed themselves as buyers to control the top of the B from the daily. But start from the open. Like usual. Which always, guys, when you're reviewing, don't start from where it looks. Like, I wouldn't instantly jump and be like, oh, look, there's a 40% entry. That's what I should be looking for. No, start from the open. You weren't revealed that entry until over an hour and a half later. So let's be realistic and cover what actually happened here and how could we have picked up on potential buyers before the breakouts occurred, right? Let's get some context. Like when we read a book and you're getting to the end of the book and you kind of have a good guess at what might be the ending, that's because you have context on what happened from the entire book you've been reading. Same thing with movies. When you're able to potentially call out things that happen, you have the intuition because you have context. You understand what's been going on. You're up to date, as they say. You're up to speed. Let's see here. So, from open, rough start, but price held on to this level as previous day open. and previous day close, this level right here. And work towards the intended area for potential, because again, at this point in time, seeing this hold, like, you don't know it's going to go up and break this. It could go up this, reject this, and make new lows of day for all we know. So don't ever look at that and be like, well, I knew it was going to go up. No, you didn't. You didn't know that until it actually broke. And work towards the intended area for potential buyer breakout, or a lower high rejection. Because again, we don't know that buyers have control still. We're still gathering those facts. 3. All right, what is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Within 30 minutes of buyers pushing over CDO, which I don't remember what level that is, but we don't need it. CDO and the... How would you word that? The bottom of the top of the IB range. That didn't even make sense, but I hope it does. Then they get a rejection there. Rejection does occur, causing caution to more buyers trying to be in the breakout move. A higher low is held above CDO and the 183s right before finally made push to close over the 183.79 level. Now buyers have a chance, and we have context on the battle beforehand to get here, just so people are like, what? On the battle. Sounds, feels like I'm like covering a documentary. Also known as the 40% entry. Alright, now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Within 40 to 45 minutes, buyers slow down, hold the top of the IB, and the 80% now has a chance with a clear stop below if top of IB fails. There we go. And let's see. And what were the targets posted? Any push above 183.80 is even more bullish towards 185s. And we hit 185s. The main area posted for a main oh wait, why would I type main again? For a target was 185s, and 185s hit with a low room over as well. Alright. I think Amazon is done. Not much more to talk about that. Sometimes too, on my 5th point, I like to talk about what may happen on the future, because I don't plan on like re-adding Amazon tomorrow, but you might see it again later on the week, during the week. But I'm never going to add the same ticker 2 times in a row, or I'm trying not to. So if you ever see me not add Amazon, but you think it's still good for a play going to the next day, check out my last couple of points, because I almost promise you I'm covering something that is involved with that. I'm covering what are we going to do next. So this post was perfect and worked as intended. with one of my favorite trading setups. I don't know why I can't type right now. The inside bar. For more opportunity. What was that level? 186.67. There we go. So number of potential entries. How many did we see, chat? Who's all here still? How many entries did we go over and see on this chart? As intended, too. If it's 80% entry off of a level I didn't even mention, it doesn't count. Who's all here paying attention? Who got this one right? I gotta change the music. Holy. That's funny that guy saw my comment. It'd be funny if he messaged me. I could be like, yeah, bro, I was streaming your channel today. Alright, nobody answered. It's 2. Alright, time for AMD now. I always like to refresh myself, like, alright, what did I say? Alright, so the gap, focus on the gap, working up to that, or rejecting away from it. This is how the day looked before, this is how it looks now. Huge drop in the first 5 minutes, which you're probably going to see me have a lighter review on this one. That's how you spell feasible, right? Yeah. Feasible target. Is reaggression not a word? Reaggress? Perfect self provider aim controlling again. What? Why is it doing that? Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it there. Alright, so I think that's done with the AMD and Amazon reviews. I think I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. I'm gonna share these around after I end the stream. But I appreciate everybody being here and enjoying it and supporting and whatever you were doing here. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And hopefully we get some more stuff posted out for everybody to look out for tomorrow, which I probably won't have a 2-a-day coming out tomorrow or the day after because I really want to just focus on just basic watch list setups. So I'll be posting that inside of the chat for the rest of the week due to how much news is coming out this week. I just don't want to put anybody in this position where they think they need to be focused on certain tickers. I just want to post a couple little levels and then we'll focus on that in stream and all that. And we can go over some stuff afterwards as well tomorrow and the day after and whatever. But guys, thank you again. I appreciate you all for tuning in, asking questions. Thank you guys for opening yourself up for criticism as well as myself. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for putting yourself out there because I do believe it is the best first step in the right direction. And because it's just fun to work together. You know, what's really to complain about when you have an army of people behind you, you know, supporting you and pushing you to do better. You know, in whatever way we need to do. So I hope to see you guys again tomorrow, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.